Welcome to Estonia. I'm Galadon here with Powerbang, and we are about to bring you the CWL Season 2 Finals.
That's right. The Champions War League has had 32 clans battle it out over the last 4 months. 14 rounds of war, and we're now down to the final 2 clans.
The Dark Looters, Season 1 champions, are facing War and Glory in their first appearance in the finals.
That's right. These 2 clans are sure to light things up.
Welcome to Talon, Estonia. I'm Galadon here with Powerbang, and it's the final 2 hours of the Season 2 of the CWL.
That's right. You guys heard in the intro, this war has been going on for the last 22 hours. We have a really tight contest going. The war is super close. Dark Looters coming out with a bang, really putting forth a great effort so far, but there's 2 hours left to go. And can War and Glory catch up? It's sure to be an awesome contest. Let's see who wins this. The champion will be crowned in 2 hours.
That's right. It's a 40 versus 40 clan war. 5 members from each clan are right here in front of me. On my right-hand side, the defending champions, the Dark Looters, trying to hold on to that title. And on my left, first time, here they are, War and Glory. But first, let's take a closer look at the Dark Looters members.
They're back from Season 1 and eager to defend their title. The Dark Looters of Germany look to become CWL's first back-to-back champions.
My player name is Iitsu. I'm a Town 11 player, and I'm from Dark Looters. The story of Dark Looters started as a farming clan, and when they're getting more into the competitive scene, I joined them. And since then, 1.5 years are gone, we are still around.
I'm Bronx, co-leader of Dark Looters, and I'm a Town 9. I will stay in Dark Looters till I retire, just because we are one of the best clans in the world, and I love our guys.
I'm King Tim, and I'm playing at Town 10. My role in Wars is, as a Town 10, to hit up on the 11s for 2 stars and a good amount of percentage. The most memorable moment on our journey to CWL final is the first match against Warworlds, where both clans had an 11v11 in the last second of the war. Let's have fun and crush some bases.
I'm Knäckebröd, and I'm a Town 10, and I'm playing for the Dark Looters. For me, Dark Looters is teamwork, support, and just putting up amazing attacks together. All the people aren't here as well, like just 30 or 40 guys working together a whole week, a whole month, a whole year, just for the aim of being the best clan in the world.
My name is Schic. In last season's final, I came up short. But this time, I'm going all in. For me, Clash of Clans is not just a game, but also a way to communicate with other people. And, what is even more important, that we all have like a really good relationship and atmosphere on the clan. I think coming to the top is easy, but staying there is even harder. And I think we've proven that we are capable of that.
They have the players to be successful, but in Clash of Clans, anything can happen on the battlefield.
All right, so there you go. Our first look at the 5 members of the Dark Looters here in the studio with us. And let's get to know them a little bit better. On my far right, we've got Bronx. Welcome, Bronx. And how are you enjoying your trip to Estonia so far?
Yeah, Tallinn is a very beautiful city, and we had a bunch of fun the whole weekend. And we will try to defend our title.
Excellent. Yeah, the fun has ended. Now the serious action has begun, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And next to you, we've got the leader of Dark Looters, King Tim. Welcome.
Thanks.
King Tim, how do you feel about your clan's performance so far today?
Yeah, I think right now we are having the advantage, but the war can go either way.
Definitely, it is a tight one, that's for sure. All right, and next to King Tim, I'll try to get this right. Knekkerbrod.
Fail.
What? welcome, Knekkerbrod. Now, I understand you're playing 2 Town Hall 10s today?
That's right, yes.
So 4 attacks total. And do you have any left?
I have 1 more attack left, and of course I'm looking to 3-star another base.
Of course, all right.
Naturally.
That's the Dark Looter's natural stance. And next, we've got a familiar face. Welcome back, Iitsu. All right, so Iitsu, we've hung out together quite a bit. You play a lot of Builder Hall and Home Village War. How do you juggle both of them?
Well, whenever it's getting serious in the normal village and in Dark Looters, there's always the focus, always on the clan. And whenever I have free time, I can just, smash some builder bases.
So you're not battling much in builder bases right now?
No, not at the moment.
Note to self, battle more. All right, and last but not least, Iitsu, welcome, sir. And Iitsu also playing 2 accounts, but a 10 and an 11.
Yes, that's correct. I play 1 Town Hall 10 and 1 Town Hall 11. However, I've already done both my Town Hall 10 hits and just kept my 2 Town Hall 11 hits for the end.
All right, so you're in an 11 frame of mind right now then.
Exactly.
Excellent, well, welcome.
Awesome. Well, great to talk to the defending champs, as always. Good to have you guys back. They're going to try to defend their title here over the last 2 hours. Really close war, as we pointed out so far. We'll get to those details in just a minute. But first, we have a really good opponent on the other side as well.
Yep, we do. We've got War and Glory, 5 members right here on our left, and we're going to take a closer look and get to know these guys as well.
War and Glory won the CWL Premier Season 1 crown and were promoted to the Invite Division for Season 2. Now, they'll try to take down the defending champs and etch their name in the Clash history books.
My player name is Schic, my clan name is War and Glory, and I'm a Town Hall 9. It's all about the teamwork. We'll discuss the attacks together on Discord. We have lots of players who have different strategies, and we are able to help each other, support each other. It's a teamwork. What is my most memorable moment? I think it's still happening. It's right now. I mean, just to be here, to be invited by Supercell and have the opportunity to come to Estonia, do the live attacks, meet the guys that you've been chatting and talking for so many years. Really special.
My player name is Edgar. I'm a Town Hall 10 in the clan War and Glory. I think what makes our clan unique is its family-friendly environment. You'll see young members to old members in the family. Definitely sets us apart from most other clans. My options are War and Glory or retirement.
My play names are Vincent and Anir. I'm from War and Glory and I play Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11. My role in Wars is I'm mostly focusing on Town Hall 11 gameplay. So I focus on 11v10, 11v11 and 10v11.
My player name is Albert. I play a Town Hall 10 and I'm in War and Glory. I think my clan is a very unique clan because we have people from all ages, people from different cultures, different backgrounds, but we still match together like a big family.
My player name is Galadon. I'm in clan War and Glory, and I'm Town Hall 11. I also play Town Hall 10 named Tommy Boy and Town Hall 9 named House. And Stitch, 1 second, I've got to take this DM. So I was in a random clan, I realized they were terrible. So I searched on the forums for a good clan. War and Glory had an amazing record. So I tried out, started learning a lot of new things, and here I am. The thing that makes me stay in War and Glory are the people and the relationships I built there, and also the structure that we have. I'm very proud of it.
These elite clans have been battling for the last 22 hours. It's time to watch the epic conclusion of the CWL Season 2 Finals.
All right, so there's our first look at War and Glory, looking to try to take down the Dark Looters.
That's right. Let's go ahead and meet these guys in a little bit more detail. On my left, first of all, we've got Albert. Say hi, Albert. Very good. What got you into Clash of Clans? It was obviously watching my YouTube channel, correct?
Sorry, Powerbang. Actually, that's watching Galadon.
Oh my gosh. Oh, killing me, bro. All right, well, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Good to have you. Vincent is next up, also next to Albert. Vincent's at Town Hall 11 for War and Glory. How long have you been with the clan?
I've been with War and Glory over 2 years now.
Excellent. Good to hear. Well, look forward to seeing some awesome attacks from you later on in the stream. Yes. Next to Vincent, we have Galadon, the leader of War and Glory for the past few years. Tell us what initially got you into Clash of Clans.
It was actually back in my college days. There was a girl that I was interested in, and she was playing Clash of Clans, so I decided I'd try to get into it, maybe get a little closer bond. What ended up happening was 2 weeks later, I was hooked to Clash of Clans and didn't care much for the girl, but it worked out for the best.
Very good, man. Very good. Well, good to have you here as well. Awesome clan you put together.
Thank you.
Next to him, we've got Slovak. How's it going, man? Town Hall 9 from War and Glory. You planning on staying Town Hall 9 forever, or are you going to eventually move up?
I still find Town Hall 9 really exciting, full of different strategies, updates coming up fairly often, so I remain Town Hall 9 forever.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Well, good to have you here as well. Ender is next up for War and Glory. Ender, the Town Hall 10. What's your favorite part about Estonia so far since you've been here?
Oh, my favorite part's definitely the beach Rumu, where we filmed the introductions. So, beautiful place.
That's awesome. I was a little bit jealous seeing the scenery there in the cutscenes in the intro. So, great to have you as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I kind of do. I hear you might have a live attack in store for us, so why don't you head up to the pedestal here, and we'll put you in the hot seat.
I'm ready. Let me put my headphones on.
All right, man. You got to gear up. You got to prepare.
Too, please.
Absolutely.
Who are you planning on hitting, my friend?
I will be hitting their 19, Florian.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he's here.
So Florian's not here. We can't talk crap directly across the aisle. Although it would be nice, Florian high at home. But we got Ender getting ready to make the first live attack of the stream. We'll get straight into the action, and then we'll have the score update for you after that.
I mean, poor Ender, man. He's got to be the very first guy that used this podium that we have right here in front of us in the studio. So not only everybody at home watching, he knows all of his clanmates are watching. He's got everybody from the opposing clan here watching. His teachers are watching. His family is watching. His pets are probably watching.
And they're veterinarians.
Exactly.
It's the biggest attack of his life.
All right.
All right. Well, Ender's going to get ready here. We'll go ahead and we're looking for the attack on number 19, Florian.
All right.
All right, so wiping the sweat off his palms, gearing up. This environment, I got to point out, Gally, is a little bit different than the home environment where you're probably, in the toilet.
Think? Yeah, I'd say this is a little different.
Yeah.
So there he is, getting ready for the attack, and we'll take a closer look at it. And here we go.
Perfect. So we're in. We'll check out the base here. We've got a wide set infernos here, all the way out towards the edge of the base. They are protected by 2 layers of walls, but Ender's going to start with archers up on the top of the base, picking off that outside trash, and a wizard over on the right side.
Yep, you can see he's picking out those free buildings, just like we see in the Builder Hall as well. Earthquake's going down there.
That's right. You got to soften up that core.
Just kind of soften up the core. Here comes the first golem on the right and the queen in behind it.
All right, you notice he's got 40 level 3 miners in the army camps. That's a fearsome combination at Town Hall 10. That Quake will prove handy softening up those high hit point buildings in the core. So here they come from the bottom right.
Barb King is way down there on the bottom left of your screen. You can see that all of the miners are moving in. And that first Inferno, getting to some of those miners as they're headed towards the center. Pretty good funneling right there from the heroes on the side as they continue to move along the outside.
That's right. Poison spell down to take care of that clan castle. The balloon really the only thing that's going to bother these miners, but the poison should be enough to take it out. You can see what he's done with the heroes, setting them on the outskirts of the base, keeping those trash buildings trimmed out, and the miners going right where they belong, up the center of the base, hopefully taking out all of the defenses.
Yep. Just one more heal spell left. He's dropped a heal spell on those miners that are starting the path right on the edge of the heal spell, but look how he predicted their path right there. They're going to stay within it as they take down that next archer tower.
That's right. Looks like the Barbarian's still up from the King over on the far left. Queen's still alive, taking out the Town Hall. She wants to stay away from that Lava Hound. Lava Hound needs to stay inside the center of this base so the Queen doesn't lock onto it. Yeah, looking really solid here for Ender.
83%. Just that last Inferno Tower is a problem, but it looks like it's just
Wizard
about
Tower
to go down.
Oh no! Here comes. This is so close.
Tower is still up. So is the Wizard Tower. Here come the miners. They're gonna get that wizard tower, but that Inferno is just causing
Ender, there's
so
nothing
much
left for you to
damage.
do, man. How are you feeling? Is it gonna happen?
Oh man.
No.
Unfortunately.
So close, dude. 89% 2-star on
So
that
much damage
one.
to that Inferno tower, just not quite enough to get out of the way.
That was a pretty incredible attack. It really could have gone either way. The pathing towards the very end of that attack, just not quite what it needed to be. The Inferno stayed up, the Wizard Tower stayed up, and that spells doom for the miners.
And there you could see the Dark Looters reacting positively, or actually that was War and Glory hoping there.
Absolutely.
They were wrenching their hands together, hoping that they could pick up the 3-star.
We've kind of jumped straight into the live attack, but for those of you just now tuning in, let's catch you up on the score and what the heck is going on this war. We've got War and Glory over on the left, taking on the Dark Looters on the right, and look at that, it's a tie.
Check it out, I love it.
It's a tie. Wouldn't it be fitting for the final if this came down to the final attack?
All day long. This morning on the way here, it was like 37-37. It was tied earlier today. And so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the war map as well. And we'll kind of give you guys the key attacks so far, as you can see right here. 3 of those 11s have been 2-starred so far. And those critical 10v10 triples making the difference right now.
Absolutely. The breakdown for the war, there's 5 Town Hall 11s on each side, 17 Town Hall 10s, 18 Town Hall 9s. As far as the statistics go for this one, War and Glory falling a little bit behind early. Dark Looters has the edge both on 11v10 as well as 10v10. But as we've said, there's a lot of attacks remaining, and anything can happen as we go through this last few hours.
Exactly. So every Town Hall 9 base has been cleared. So what we're looking at in this last hour and 50 minutes or so of the stream is just the Town Hall 10s and the Town Hall 11s conducting those last-minute attacks, seeing who can pull out those critical 10v10 triples and how many 11s are going to drop and try to pick up a triple there as well.
Absolutely. So, right on.
All right, so here we go. We're going to look at an attack from earlier, and this is my favorite name to say, Knekkelbrod, attacking Jimmy from War and Glory.
Sounds good. We've got bowlers coming in on the top right, and it looks like we've got Knekkelbrod doing some funneling here. Queen in from the bottom right, working her way towards the base. You can see he's got 32 balloons queued up here, and he's going right at this section with 4 air defenses, seemingly kind of easy to pick off a couple of them.
Yep.
So he's going to try to get some high value here.
And check out where the mortars are on this base. All of the mortars are on the outside. In fact, 3 of them are right there, and they're already down.
Absolutely. That's something that you're kind of seeing pretty commonly in a lot of these Town Hall 10s, trying to prevent those bowler and witch 3-star attacks with the spam coming on the outside of the base. But in this case, Knekkelbrod going into the base with the bowlers, deep push, really kind of ignoring the CC troops once again, and trying to get that Inferno Tower up top.
He's the king. He's working on it. There it goes. And no, there it doesn't
go.
What
So
is that,
close.
5% health?
Look
oh
at that.
My goodness.
That is insane.
That was almost down.
A sliver
so
left.
Close, so close.
So he does the stare for just a moment.
Yeah, there was a momentary pause of, did that just really happen? So in come the Lava Hounds and the balloons, and you got the minions trying to clean up in behind. The Lava Hound popped there, and you've got, what, just a couple of haste spells and 1 heal left.
That attack looked really good. If that Inferno Tower had gone down, I mean, this would have been a heck of a lot closer. So really, really nice try there from Knekkelbrod. Not quite able to pull out the 3-star, but we had to show one of our guys that was in studio, had to show one of his attacks. Really, really close effort on this one.
Conducting 4 attacks in one war, in a war of this caliber, is not an easy task. So definitely shout out to Knekkelbrod for making a great effort, and it was close.
Absolutely.
It was super close.
Well, really, really good looking stuff. Knekkelbrod, tell us what went wrong on that one. I saw the Inferno Tower got down, just a sliver left on it. Were you hoping to get that down with the push?
I wasn't planning to get the Inferno Tower, but the base has a lot of storages inside the core, so that naturally makes for good Laloon pathing, and we're trying to take advantage of that. But the main problem was the Expo not going down, so I really, my loons couldn't push into the first Inferno, and then I got a little nervous and I threw that heal down too shallow, so that was the main mistake. But we took care of that base already.
Small mistakes, but hey, you got it taken care of a little bit later. Well,
exactly.
I do believe we should throw another person into the hot seat.
Let's do it. I think it's War and Glory again. I think Albert's going to be moving up. Albert, you ready for a live attack?
Yep, I'll be doing a 10v11.
A 10v11 attack? Right. Who are you going to be hitting?
I'll be hitting number 5, actually.
All right.
Iitsu.
Okay.
Well, make your way to the stage, my friend. Best of luck. Hopefully you knock it out. 10v11, a crucial spot in these wars. Having success on those attacks is really, really key because it opens up those really important Town Hall 10 versus 10 attempts that you don't always get the luxury of having if the 11s aren't cleared first.
Exactly, and so you can see, we're taking a look, I'm taking a look right now anyway, at Dark Looters. They've already had 3 of their 11s 2-starred. So this is, he's going after Iitsu's base, right?
He's going to be hitting Iitsu.
All right.
So we are live. Iitsu known for his base building here, and you know, at first glance, it may look like an ordinary ring-style base, Town Hall kind of isolated in the center.
Pretty unusual if you ask me, right?
But I'm guessing he's got a couple tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, I like the way those wizard towers are out there on the edges, protected by the storages. And then you got the, it's just a very unusual base. You know that if Iitsu's built this, a lot of thought has gone into this.
That's exactly right. The initial push to get the CC lure was very interesting. He sent balloons and hog riders in, hoping to get that cannon as well, I think. Didn't quite get it taken care of, but wow, really interesting first look at the push here from Albert. Look at that archer tower. That is mean looking at that new level.
Intimidating at a new max level. And just look at the arrangement that Albert has for troops and spells. It's got 2 columns down there. He's got Earthquake, Freeze, Jump, Rage, Heal. I think he's brought everything.
Yeah, we're missing the goblins, so maybe a goblin and a pecker we could have thrown in there. But hey, so far, he's got everything but the kitchen sink in this attack. Starts with the boulders from the top left. They're starting to clear some stuff as well. Queen Walk going well down there. Rage spell used to support, but the Eagle Artillery has activated and is now locked onto his Queen, so he's hoping to avoid damage there.
Unfortunate, but the Rage spell is affecting both the Queen output of damage and obviously right now the healers as she walks out of it. The healer's still enraged, helping to keep her up. She's not taking a lot of damage right now, just that one. Well, now she's got 2 expos and the Eagle Artillery, so she's quickly needed her ability right there to stay up.
That's right. The bowlers on the top left did not get those elixir collectors down. Luckily, the ones on the bottom got it on a skip, so that will divert them to the core. Free spell down for the Inferno, looking pretty good. Queen starting to wrap around.
Here she comes.
Can we get the Town Hall, though? The skips are going well. We'll zoom in, look at the health on that. Yeah. And it is down 44%, though.
So 45. Queen's still at full health. She's used her ability, but she should get through a couple more structures out there on the outside. So there's the 2nd star.
There it is.
So War and Glory super happy about this, grabbing that 2nd star and freeing up that attack because Albert, again, Town Hall 10, 2-star and 11, and did it live.
That's what I'm talking about, Albert. Well, hey, man, nice job. 53% 2-star on the attack. Not easy to do. Town Hall 10 versus 11 is extremely underrated as far as the difficulty goes. Really want to ask you, how do you felt that went? Were you a little bit nervous when you saw some of those funneling buildings kind of stay up? Did it go to plan?
Yeah, it's actually a cleanup plan. So the first one didn't go not quite as planned at the end, but I'm able to make just some adjustment to make sure everything goes into the Town Hall.
Awesome. Well, hey, it was a great attack. Way to put a couple on the board for your team, man.
All right, thank you.
Excellent. And speaking of a couple on the board, looking at the war score and the war update, things still super tight right now. These guys, a lot of chatter going on in here in the studio. War and Glory now up 86 to 85.
Look at the attacks used, the number of 3 stars, all of it super, super close. Got to point out, though, that while War and Glory does have a 1-star edge currently in the war, the Dark Looters do have a 4-1 Town Hall 10 triple advantage. So they definitely are in the driver's seat right now. A few more scouts have been done by War and Glory, it looks like. But, again, very talented clans on both sides. I'm sure this is going to come down to the final attack.
Exactly. So we've seen that slight advantage. The 10v11 2-stars right now looks like it's even. Now that Albert grabbed that 2-star, 4 and 4. But again, what we keep talking about, you guys, is the critical 10v10 triples. The more of those that are achieved, that makes all the difference in this war. So right now we're going to take a look at another replay from earlier in the war. This was Your Karma from the Dark Looters attacking Golden Armada of War and Glory.
Perfect. Let's get into it and check out the attack. This was really, really nice attack. Dark Looters has had just plentiful amount of really great attacks early in this war. It really couldn't have started much better for them. Getting those 4 Town Hall 10 triples early on. We still have 19 attacks left to go in this war. So, you know, you really couldn't ask for much more. So he starts off funneling with the King, Baby Dragons up on the top left. Wall breakers are covered.
They come.
And they're going to expose that compartment there and let that King get in to do some damage.
Yeah, but check out the lopsided placement of the Infernos on this Town Hall 10. So you can see that the Queen in there gets the King out of the way, but that Inferno is going to start to burn on her, but it's just a multi-target.
Look at the wall breakers, the damage they did to that earlier wall. The queen's actually going to break through. How lucky is this? I don't want to call it lucky, but good gosh.
Yeah, maybe that was well planned. She got the balloon out of the way as well. Now she wraps around and grabs that Inferno Tower. Now the Lava Hound has moved out over there, harassing the king. Is that just one Valkyrie? One single Valkyrie. Beautiful planning right there to take out the skeletons that came out from the skeleton trap.
This was just an excellent, superb entry, taking out a good chunk of the map, really slimming down this base, which is key for miners. Uses the wizard on the top right to help funnel those miners into the core. You want to have them go straight to the splash buildings and the Inferno Towers as soon as possible, because it's really what's going to jeopardize the health of those miners.
Exactly, and check out that heal spell working on both groups of miners right there on the far left and the far right edge.
Look at that
and
core.
And then the rage spell, here they come. Gonna blast through all of those Teslas, and beautifully placed spells in both regards there for the heal and the rage.
I really like how he's got 6 balloons still left in the camps. This looks well in hand right now. With the air defenses still up, he has to kind of wait on the deployment of those balloons. The miners, though, so many of them left up, and almost all of them currently at full health, and they have another heal on the field. I mean, this is sheer domination right now for
Exactly. See, the Barbarian King is actually still alive.
What in the world?
Being harassed by that Lava Hound. He's worked his way all the way around to the right side of this base, and those miners
Do I
just
smell swag?
overwhelming it.
I smell swag. They're the balloons. Here they come. Here they come. It's a balloon parade from the top.
I love
it. Oh my
it.
goodness. Look at that. Haste spells down.
What'd you
balloons.
say? Did you say, it's a beautiful balloon parade?
Oh my God.
Is that what you said?
What have I done? What have I done?
Look, it is.
The Hog Rider.
Oh my gosh.
All
that
right.
was just amazing.
Heck of a hit there from your Karma. That was super impressive. I got to ask my man Bronx, what did you think of the attack by your clanmate?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Especially in the first few seconds when the wall breaker went to the other wall, and in the end the queen take care of the Inferno. And yeah, so the plan was actually to take the loons to hit the Inferno directly.
It was very, very fortunate on that entry, but also incredible skill, huge value, really able to secure a pretty easy 3-star there.
He swagged every balloon?
Every balloon, didn't need him.
Amazing.
He's like, listen, I don't need these things.
That was great.
Let's check out the war map and see where things are at.
All right, so again, super close, you guys. Score hasn't really changed since last we looked at it, but we are going to look at the war map this time so you guys can see again the layout. 5 11s, 17 10s, and 18 9s on the field.
Yeah, I mean, if we take a look at the, I mean, obviously all the Town Hall 9s at this point in the war are cleared, but the Town Hall 11s, we've got 4 doubles right now for the War and Glory guys. So that's even to the Dark Looters, who also have 4 Town Hall 11 2-stars. So pretty even on both sides right now with regards to the Town Hall 11s.
Yeah, that's exciting to see. And again, that Town Hall 10 versus 10 triple, so it's 4-1 in the advantage of Dark Looters. But again, a lot of attacks left, and we're still about 90 minutes out from the finish of this thing. And it's just, we're going to see those Town Hall 11 attacks, as you can see from the clan layout. There's a lot of Town Hall 11 attacks remaining right now.
That's right. Let's go ahead and take a look at an earlier attack by our man Slovak in-house. He had a really nice attack here that just didn't quite go to plan. But I want to kind of cue in on this because it was some really nice skill to try to rescue this one. So
yeah, sometimes attacks don't quite go your way, and this is exactly one of those examples of adjusting on the fly when maybe your best laid plans don't work out. And you can see, well, go ahead, Powerbang. Explain where he tries to rescue it right here.
Absolutely. So he sees he gets the air defense. The Queen's starting to walk to the left, but notice the Clan Castle troops comprised of ground troops over here on the right. The Wizard kind of hanging way over there. The Queen locks on, and instead of heading to the left, where she could eventually get this air defense, well, she's not gonna go to the left. She's gonna go to the right now. So he tries to save it with the balloon, sends a couple of them in using the rage spell, doesn't quite get him done. So now the balloons are locked onto the healers, or the air defense locked onto the healers. He tries to rescue it with more balloons, another haste, and
that's
again,
just so expensive because, like you said, now he only has 10 balloons left. Early on, and there's another haste spell trying to stack haste spells. Is that the third attempt sending balloons in again?
It is.
And finally, the air defense.
So it
comes
seems
down.
like a train wreck at this point.
Right.
No offense at all to Slovak, but what I liked was from this point forward. Like, you'd think, at this point, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, fail. But, you know, it obviously it does fail. But at this point, I didn't think it was going to be anywhere close. He uses the rage spell to keep the Queen up. He's down a healer already from the earlier air defense fire. Yeah. And unfortunately, look at his luck here. Opens up the wall with the wall breakers. Queen's going to wrap around. But who do you think the enemy Queen targets? His Queen or the healers? Well, yeah, it's going to be the healers.
R.I.P. healers. There goes one. And another rage spell goes down. The queen is going to get the defending queen down, but now you've seen at least one healer fall to the air defense earlier. Another one falls to the defending archer queen. But then he continues to do an amazing job here at saving this attack. Look at the way the lava hounds come in and grab every defense, even the wizard tower at the bottom left of your screen, and let those balloons come in, almost single balloons right there after each of those defenses.
Pretty good stuff. He still has the queen taking on the king with 2 healers on her. Uses the rage spell over there. He does survive and continue with the walk. And then the balloons fall just short of the final section of air defenses there. The hound dies just in time. Slovak falls just short, but honestly, like, I would have fallen short much sooner on this raid, given that start to that one. So a little bit unlucky having the queen kind of change directions. That's the impact of clan castle troops sometimes. And, you know, one thing after the another, it just doesn't quite go the way you want sometimes.
Exactly. And that's what I've heard from these War and Glory guys all week is it's a never say die, never give up attitude. And that's exactly what was embodied in this attack. For sure. It was great to see the fact that he didn't rage quit. He didn't give up and say, I can't do it. This is just a scout. He really kept pushing all the way to the end. And that's a masterful skill to turn that attack and make it as close as it was after the beginning started out so badly.
Absolutely. So Slovak, I gotta say, first of all, sorry for putting your attack up on the stream. I know you're super proud of it. We've seen a lot of really good stuff from you in the past, but you know, what went wrong there? I know I kind of saw the queen, you know, didn't quite behave as you probably would have liked. Were you happy with the result? Probably not, but how do you think that went?
Well, it didn't went completely like I was planning, so this is where you have to adjust on the road. And I didn't expect my king to stay behind so long. I thought he's gonna go through the Teslas and get the enemy CC. Therefore, my queen just goes towards the other side, double wall break, and I'll be fine. But I even think, I was looking at the replay, that I should be able, if I wouldn't use 2 hastes at the beginning and I would hit 1 haste for the sweeper, I would still triple it.
You know, honestly, you got a lot closer than it even looked like. I mean, I was sitting there watching that earlier, Galadon can tell you, and I was like, you know what, that was pretty good skill to even get close on that. You got a lot farther than most people would, so nice job. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the war stats again.
We see Dark Looters over there on the right is doing a little celebration right now.
My goodness.
So we're going to take a look and see that it's 86-85, War and Glory and Dark Looters. And again, the 3 stars, Dark Looters has a 2 3-star advantage right now.
That's right. Right now, both of those are in the Town Hall 10 category. War and Glory has begun to attack 11 versus 10. They've used one of their dip attacks right now. It was successful. So War and Glory 1 for 1 right now on the dips. Dark Looters still with the 4-1 Town Hall 10 advantage.
Yep. So again, like we spoke about earlier, the layout is, the setup is 5 Town Hall 11s, 17 10s, and 18 9s. All the 9s were taken care of earlier in the war, but right now we have a replay of one of those 9 versus 9 triples, which are not gimme attacks.
Oh, no, not at all. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the guys who's celebrating over here and see what he's celebrating about.
All right, so we've got an earlier attack from Bronx, who is there on the end, and he's attacking home team 076. And it was, again, 9 versus 9, and you can see the Golem and Wizards moving in from the bottom left.
Looking pretty good so far. Bronx has got a hog attack coming, and a lot of times Bronx's role is to scout for his teammates, so really good seeing him take on a Town Hall 9 base. He's got the queen starting there from the bottom, and look at that jump spell, how it spreads over both walls of the compartment down there. It's going to get a really nice push for the golems. That's one of the mistakes you see a lot of you know, newer, younger players making, is they only jump over the one wall, and you're not getting enough value from that jump spell, but Bronx here showing you how it's done.
Yep, and if you look at it closely, you guys, we can learn a lot from this at home. That's 5 spaces between those walls, and those can be spanned perfectly if you look at, because the grass is a little bit tiled, you can kind of see where the exact middle is.
Absolutely.
And that's a precision drop. I mean, you cannot make a mistake right there, but he grabbed both walls, and you can see his Barbarian King deep into the center of the space, and now here come the Hog Riders.
Definitely, Hog Riders coming in from the top, and they do hit a giant bomb, but he's waiting perfectly with that heal spell, keeping them all pretty much at full health, and look at this fearsome area of the base. Teslas and Wizard Towers. Wizard Towers, the bane of the Hog Riders' existence, and he's ready again with another heal spell.
And watch how every single Hog Rider paths into the second heal spell.
You know he knows
I
what he's
absolutely
doing.
love this when you see a Hog Riders just go exactly where you want them to go, and he's kept them up for so long that this is just a masterfully planned attack. Again, the pathing of the Hog Riders, perfect. Giant bomb after that last heal spell, but it's already RIP base because it's just the air defense left.
Absolutely. Bronx really smashing this one. A valiant effort from the German over on the right, and the Hogs really liked how they split towards the end there. Just 3 of them split off to go take care of the final Wizard Tower. I'm sure it was planned like that, but just excellent attack from Bronx. Really nice to see him get that 9v9 triple for his team.
Yep, well done. Lots of hogs left on the battlefield. And as we go through the last of this attack, the Archer Queen also still at just about full health. And there we go. Solid attack. Bronx, well done, my friend.
Awesome.
So one of the reasons Dark Looters is doing so well. But I guess we should quickly get and take a look at the war map and the war stats.
Let's chat with Bronx first. I want to ask my former clanmate how he felt about that attack. These guys like to, join my clan and leave to go to, the Dark Looters to hurt my feelings. But Bronx, tell me, were you nervous at all in that attack, being, kind of on the big stage?
Yeah, kind of. It was actually it was 2 a.m. at that point, and I getting started a little bit tired. But of course I was nervous, but it worked out pretty well in the end. Yeah.
Nice. Well, very good, man. Glad to see you do well on this big stage. Great job getting that 3-star for your team.
Yeah,
man.
thank you, man.
Good job. He's very consistent at that. That's for sure.
For sure.
All right, so looking again, we have a very tight one going on here, right, you guys, as we're down to the last 90 seconds of this war. 86-85, War and Glory.
90 minutes.
And it's about 90 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
90 seconds, that would be like, oh,
Did
crap.
I say 90 seconds?
Yeah, I should probably start talking quicker.
I said 90 seconds.
Maybe.
Man, that is how fast things have gone for me today. Watching you guys attack, it's absolutely crazy. I don't even know where the time goes. It really doesn't. It has nothing to do with any sort of caffeine or anything I had like that. It just happens to be the war and all these attacks that are going on. The guys are shattering all the time. It gets kind of crazy. I get a little bit behind things. I don't know. I'm sorry.
What he's trying to say is that the Dark Looters have a 4% lead right now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, there it
destruction.
is. I see it. Now I got it. Okay, Dark Looters 4% lead, and they're down by 1 star. So the percentages only comes into effect if maybe there's a tie at the end, and which, could happen.
A lot
It's
of times
been
in these
almost-
high-level wars there are.
It's tied now.
Absolutely.
It wasn't tied a second ago, and now it is.
Yeah, you know it. So 86-86 is the score. We'll scroll down really quickly and see. These are the War and Glory bases. You can see the Dark Looters were able to pick up 1 Town Hall 10 triple. We've got another one there. So that's 2, 3, 4, and then 5 right now.
Man.
So a 5th Town Hall 10 triple.
Town Hall 10.
picked
I'm
up.
going to make a note right there.
All right,
There we
we'll
go.
have to check that one out here
That's
in just a little bit. We'll bring that to you guys. And then on the other side, we look at the Town Hall 10s. We do have a dip attack successful right now for War and Glory. And then they were able to pick up, looks like just the one. Oh, it's the top one. That's right. Number 6 here. Jimmy was able to take out that top base, and I'm sure we'll see that in just a second.
I think so. So we do anticipate seeing a lot of these dip attacks even later in the war, because it's like you said, we were talking about this earlier, it's very unlikely that we're going to see every single Town Hall 10 3-starred. I mean, that would be absolutely exceptional.
It would be an exception.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past these two teams. It's been done before. A lot of times you'll see, all the Town Hall 10s tripled. But again, it takes an exceptional performance. Hopefully we see that here today. Let's jump into the attack that we just kind of hinted at. We saw War and Glory's Jimmy getting a 3-star on the top base for the Dark Looters. We're going to hop into that right now. You'll notice the bowler starting out on the right. Really popular tactic with these high-level clans is using a single bowler to skip that rock and take out multiple buildings at once.
That is great, and that is definitely something that everybody at home can learn from, the idea of using those bowlers to skip and not just focusing on what's on the outside, but because of these base layouts, you can often get to at least one structure on the inside of that wall using bowlers.
Absolutely. So we've seen multiple instances of that today, even high-value structures like air defenses or inferno towers being taken out with bowlers from the outside of the base. So really incredible skill displayed, as always, here by these two clans. Jimmy here making a push.
Right there. Froze the Inferno Tower and the Expo that is now nothing but dust underneath the bowler's feet. There goes a second Expo as they get all the way into the core and take down the CC. And now here comes the lava loon portion on the left.
That's right. 2 lava hounds. Look at how he targeted each one of those air defenses separately, and those lava hounds pathed over the entire portion of that base. Great loon pathing right now. It's like look at those loons from the first start going all the way to the Inferno Tower, getting it. Wow, Jimmy with an incredible precision attack here.
I love that right there, as the haze spell encourages that balloon to get there more quickly, but then once it arrives, the more critical rage spell just annihilates that Inferno Tower.
Absolutely, with only 3 balloons and them doing slightly less damage nowadays per drop. It's really important that that rage spell be used for that few of balloons so that the Inferno Tower is killed on the first drop rather than having to wait, perhaps losing your balloons.
Exactly, and you can see the lava hounds popping there, letting those lava puffs and minions kind of clean up in behind the balloons. Nothing left but trash buildings on the outside now. Picking up a little Dark Elixir right there, and a beautiful 3-star. And again, like we talk about time and time again, 10v10 triples, critical to this war, but this one especially critical because it's the #1 Town Hall 10.
Absolutely. Able to take care of business. Let's talk to Garedicus about that one. What did you think about the attack, my friend? Pretty pretty fine execution over there, I might say.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have done it better myself. It was really well done.
Crazy, my man. Well, hey, good work on that. War and Glory getting their first Town Hall 10 triple on the board. Goretica's pretty happy with that one.
That was fantastic, and it's just been exciting to watch these guys all day long and the interaction that they have with each other. A lot of these guys are conversing with their teammates, their clanmates back at home. You can see a lot of them are wearing these wireless headphones right now so they can talk about what's going on, strategy, and even a little bit of coaching during the attacks. A lot of these guys have spotters, right?
Yeah, they do. They do. That's a very popular tactic. Is they'll have a voice communication app or something that they use, and it's a collaborative effort. Teammates helping teammates, really trying to limit the number of mistakes that the actual attacker may make, and that's one thing that really sets apart these clans from those possibly at home is the level of planning that goes into these attacks. So let's take a peek at the stats again really quickly. Kind of keep progress of what's going on. Again, still tied. The score is inching up from when we started, but 86-86.
Exactly. So again, you guys can see if we look down from the top, it looks like it's absolutely deadlocked, but that 3-star differential right here has the Dark Looters feeling a little bit confident as we get towards the final hour of this war. That makes all the difference, especially late in the war.
Absolutely. So 17 attacks left for the Dark Looters, 16 left for War and Glory. Dark Looters already with 5 Town Hall 10 triples. Having spectated a lot of the CWL over the past 2 seasons, one benchmark that's kind of important for fans or viewers to recognize, when Town Hall 10s and heavy breakdowns are going at it, if you get 5 Town Hall 10 triples in a war, that's a really good war. If you get 6 or more, that's excellent. Very tough to beat. Yeah. So they've already met that standard, and they've got more attacks still to come. So we'll look to see if War and Glory can match that moving forward. They've got a tough road ahead.
Well, we're seeing the best of the best. So that's the whole idea of the CWL. And right now we are going to look at King Tim, a Town Hall 10, and his earlier attack against Zin from War and Glory, the Town Hall 11.
Perfect. Excited to see what King Tim brings to the table, the leader of Dark Looters. Always bringing the game face. We'll see if he can put up some high percentage here and see if he can take down one of the Town Hall 11s.
Exactly. This is always an important attack, like you were saying before, to free up the Town Hall 11s, to 2-star those 11s so that they can dip and pick up those 3 stars.
That's right.
Because I guess you're saying the hardest thing right now is a 10v10 triple.
Absolutely. Very, very difficult to pull off, although it's not seeming so for
They're
Dark
making
Looters.
it look
It's like,
kind of
what in the
easy.
world?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, a lot of clans are in the 30%, 40 is great for Town Hall 10v10. So yeah, you're failing more often than not. It's almost like, baseball or something where if you get a hit a third of the time, you're doing great.
A 400 hitter is considered he's going to the Hall of Fame for sure.
Exactly.
All right, so here we go. King Tim is starting out. He's got a bowler at the bottom. He had a couple of units clearing trash at the top there for free structures, and then he's got the bowlers opening that enclosure for the golem path in.
There it is. He's got 16 bowlers here. I really like how he kind of walks the golem down the wall here. He's going from defense to defense. And he's done his job. What he's going to do is enter in probably more on the right side, so he takes on 1 Inferno at a time.
Yeah, you can see those max level Infernos.
There they come on the right.
You
can see the funnel started over there. Queen starting to break off that other side. Wizard getting ready to do some work. And there's the second golem. And what you're going to see is the same thing. Golem going to go inside, Queen going to work her way down the wall, and then you're going to see the king and the third golem rather, and the rest of the bowlers head towards the core.
Yeah, the perfect funnel, you guys. You can see where the structures on the left, on the right are all down, so there's nowhere for these bowlers and the king to go, but straight down the middle. There's the jump spell, helping them get right up against that town hall. And again, the bowlers skipping those rocks, just absolutely laying destruction and waste to everything in their path.
Double poison spell there, absolutely crucial for taking out these witches in the clan castle. You see them dying. Finally, the queen's still free over there and really doing a great job. No cover at all aside from the initial golem. It's now long since gone, and she is going to use that ability to take out the Eagle Artillery. She's going to free up even the bowlers to get more percentage on this attack. The second Inferno goes down on the skip. The Town Hall's down. We've got 62%,
well
66%.
into the 60s.
Are you kidding me?
70% right here.
King
those bowlers are still up. King Tim really putting on a clinic right here.
He's flexing
for
on
10v11. Archer Queen finally goes down. 69% damage, and that king taking out the last bowler. And what do you wait? Oh, here we go. He's not done yet. There he was. One solitary minion out there in the corner, and it's going to take out a couple more structures, and we are going to see an incredible 70%, 10 versus 11 2-star.
That is, again, we were talking about what's good, what's excellent. That's an excellent Town Hall 10 v11 attack. Getting 70+% on the attack is, I don't want to say rare, but it's definitely not common. So let's ask King Tim what he thinks about the attack that he put down.
King Tim, great attack earlier, well planned out. Is that something you were planning on all week?
No, actually, I thought that the base would fit my attack strategy very well. And as I saw the 69%, I thought about quitting the attack right now, but
a bit of a
could be a percentage problem at the end.
At that number. But he continued on, and yeah, the minion picked up a couple more. And I think it's pretty rare to see over 70% on a 10 v11 2-star.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So
King
well
Tim.
done, King Tim, leading the way for War and Glory.
He's a savage. He's a savage. What can you say? We've got the war map up for you guys. That'll see where that kind of left off. It looks like 4 of the Town Hall 10s, or Town Hall 11s rather, have been taken care of. We've got just 1 left right now with Vincent. Vincent in studio, still trying to defend against the ever long list of attackers coming his way. And then we've got Adios holding strong for the Dark Looters. Everyone else, including Schic and Iitsu, already taken down for 2 stars.
Yep, and it looks like both clans have 16 attacks remaining in this last hour or so of battle. We've got an hour and 13 minutes left in the war, 32 attacks yet to be conducted. So we are far from deciding this, even though Dark Looters has a 1-star lead and has that 3-star advantage right now.
That's right. So we're going to go ahead and, I believe, take another look here. Let's go ahead and pop into an attack by Revenge from War and Glory. This is one that went down a little bit earlier. We want to catch you up on what's gone down to this point. He's taken on X-Liv from the Dark Looters. So look at this, drops in the heroes from the left side and ends up with a Tesla farm outside the base. Yeah. This could be a cleanup attack.
Yeah, I'm guessing that maybe he already knew this was here, because that was an interesting drop of the heroes right there. But again, a lot of these attacks are scouted out. They're not fresh triples. You will see players that can't get all the way through, and they use every bit of information on a failed attack or an intentional scout attack. So some of these attacks, especially the Town Hall 9s, rather, when they're attacking, they're using their second attack and maybe all the 9s are cleared. They're going to get up there and attack a 10 and try to grab as much information as they can. Right here, Revenge doing a great job, and the hero kill squad just now about to finish up, but the Queen's still moving down that left side of the base.
Look at how far that Queen has gone. She's traveled all the way down the left side of the base. Balloons now coming in from the top. Really great funneling here. You can see those balloons coming in from the top right about 1 o'clock, getting the Archer Tower, forcing that big first group to the core. One question you have is, what about the enemy Queen? Well, guess what? We've got skeleton spells and lava pups that are going to be available to take her out. She hops the wall, just waiting right now to figure out which side of the wall she's going to be on. And it looks like the other group from the right side is going to take out the remaining defenses.
So critical. You can see the skeleton spell still waiting. I guess he's making sure that he doesn't drop it in the wrong compartment.
Look at how many, he doesn't even need it. Look at how many balloons are left over. He finally drops it.
Yeah, so finally the skeleton spells. And that's definitely a good move there, even though it wasn't, like you said, really needed. Being careful not to drop your skeletons in the wrong compartment, they become useless. They will only be a distraction.
It's the biggest mistake players make, is they see that Queen, they know that they want to take her out with the skeleton spell, and they just hastily drop it on top of her before they realize, well, she's locked on the Lava Hound and still traveling across the map with the Lava Hound as it travels. So really great patience there by Revenge. He noticed that there was, a million balloons left up, and the Queen's not going to be able to get them all. So he just, displayed a great set of patience and finally took her out for the 3 stars. So nice job to War and Glory there.
Fantastic. So good job again by War and Glory earlier in the war, taking out those Town Hall 9s. They're all clear now. 18 Town Hall 9s on each side, all 3-starred. 17 Town Hall 10s and 5 11s in these 40 versus 40 wars that we see in CWL.
Excellent. Well, hey, let's check the war stats. They're inching up. We've had a couple of attacks. We're going to show those in just a moment here, but we've got a score right now of 86-87. Dark Looters still kind of holding an edge over War and Glory. Again, the Town Hall 10's the story. 5 Town Hall 10 triples currently for the Dark Looters, and that is only up against number 1 for War and Glory. So they're still working on it.
But I was talking to these War and Glory guys earlier, and they said they really didn't have any worry about coming back. They actually prefer to be in a position like this where they're slightly behind. They have to come back and clutch stuff at the end. They're kind of that late game type team, and so it'll be exciting to see what happens in the final hour or the final minutes of this war.
That's the mark of a solid team, being confident no matter what the situation. So let's get into some more Town Hall 10 action. What do you say? Let's look at the triples.
I say let's do it. Let's look at Dord Jan from Dark Looters, number 14, going after Akira PT from War and Glory. And again, familiar looking setup here as the Archer Queen has had a kind of a direction set for her by those units to the right.
Oh, really like the entry there. Haste spell with a few balloons. The whole goal there is to take out a couple of, outside defenses, as you can see, and then really breaks off a path for the Queen to walk. She's going to head to the left, and notice all of those air targeting defenses. You've got Wizard Towers, you've got Archer Towers, really doing a great job sneaking that King in there to tank as well for the Queen, buying her extra time to walk down the wall. And he's really just trying to help out his Lava Loon attack that's going to be incoming here in a little bit to target all of those air defenses at the top of the base.
Exactly, and that's where it seems almost a little bit counterintuitive, Powerbang, and maybe this is the way that these guys are thinking now with this advanced war strategy. Look at the top of this base, all 4 air defenses up here. It just makes you think, okay, I'm gonna go up there with my kill squad, get these 4 air defenses out of the way first, and then I'll be fine. But it's all those splash damaging the Wizard Towers, the Archer Towers at the bottom that I guess stop those attacks
That's
later.
right. Oftentimes it's not the case. Even though you get all of those air defenses taken care of, what happens to the Hounds then after that? Where do they target? They target the nearest defense, so they don't actually pass through the base in front of your balloons and provide that coverage for them. So oftentimes those Archer Towers, Wizard Towers, Inferno sometimes, and even all of the air skeletons and air bombs at the end of the base wreck your air army. Director Dord Jan here for the Dark Looters recognizes that, uses the balloons to push his way through the base, and even though he misses the freeze, look at that,
close.
Doesn't quite get the Inferno Tower. It doesn't matter, just too many balloons is going to push through this base. He takes it out, no problem at all, and even has some backside balloons there to make sure they aren't all grouped up so the Wizard Tower doesn't get them all.
Yet you could see early on in that attack as the Lava Hounds moved in from the left, the Expos, even that Wizard Tower, the one Wizard Tower at the bottom left that was left behind, never saw the balloons coming in. They were all focused on the Lava Hound, and he still got a Lava Hound up, but at this point, nothing as far as defense is left, just cleaning up and grabbing a beautiful 3-star attack.
It's a great 3-star. That was an excellent entry, a really great value for the kill squad there. Just sending those heroes by themselves down the wall. They got a lot of value taken care of. And then the Lava Hounds bought just enough time over the air defenses for the balloons to go in and take it out. So why don't we go ahead and talk to Knekkebrod over on the Dark Looters about the attack. Knekkebrod, what did you think? I'll say his name since, you were...
You're great at it. You really are.
I don't know about great, but, Anyway, Knekkebrod, what did you think about the attack? How did it go? Anything you would have done differently had it been you?
Well, of course, I wouldn't have missed that freeze next time. But it didn't matter. Like, I got the air defense, and my loons were all full health, and there wasn't really any danger backside. So the air defense was actually much more important at that point. But still, I'd rather take the Inferno with it next time.
When you have 400 balloons heading into an Inferno Tower, it can only target 5 of them. So,
yeah, that's true. It seems bad, but you're right.
He was okay. It seems scary, but he was okay. So let's go ahead.
This. Thank you, Knekkebrod. Thank you very much. And another good attack. They
Nailed
keep
it.
laughing at me. I'm trying here. Okay, war map. Let's go.
All right, so we've got War and Glory right now. Looking at kind of the top part of this map, we've got a whole bunch of bases still left to hit. You can see a whole bunch of them unhit right now for the Dark Looters. And the same thing over on the other side. A lot more scouts have been done, it looks like, for the War and Glory guys. So you can expect them to put some really great attacks coming forward on the Dark Looters. Really excited to see kind of how this plays out moving forward. Several of the lower bases you can see have been scouted already. We've got some really close attempts by their Town Hall 10s. And we've also got the Town Hall 9s that have gone in and scouted already. So looking forward to see if we can catch some of those moving forward.
Exactly. So what Powerbang is talking about when he's saying scouted, for those of you at home that maybe aren't as familiar with Clan War, is you've got these Town Hall 9s that are attacking these 10s, and the attack that they're conducting is not expected to be the best attack of the war. They're out there to try to reveal what's in the CC, the traps, the Teslas, that sort of thing. So even a fail is a win.
Absolutely. Every bit of key information
that
you can reveal is super helpful to the teammates coming behind you, and as Galadon pointed out, it's really a team effort for these guys, putting together some great attacks. Let's hop into another one here. We've got Tommy from War and Glory hitting Your Karma from the Dark Looters. This is going to be an 11 versus 10 attack. This is the only 3-star right now of the war for any Town Hall 11.
All right, so again, this is a dip, which we would anticipate to see more of later on, because like you said, right now, the hardest thing to accomplish out there is a 10v10 triple.
That's right.
But an 11v10 triple, much easier, obviously, than an 11v11 triple, so that's why we're going to see a lot of dips like this. And late in the war, these could make the difference.
Absolutely, and you know, the Town Hall 11s, you know, while they are, you know, more successful typically than a 11v11 or 10v10, they still oftentimes decide the war. You can outscore your opponent on the Town Hall 10v10s and fail dips and still lose the war, as you know, my clan's been able to prove many times over. So
I wasn't going to bring it up.
No, you know, it is what it is. It can happen to the best of us. The Dark Looters still have all of their Town Hall 11 attacks remaining, so they need to go out and execute, or else War and Glory, the door is left open for them to come back should they execute all of their attacks just like this one.
Exactly. So here you see Tommy from War and Glory with those maxed out miners just devastating this village and moving through the base. The Lava Hound there is pestering the Warden, who uses his ability pretty late, but you would think that's too late. But when you realize how many miners it just affected in the core of the base, that was brilliant timing right there.
Just trying to make sure that he had that ability active over the giant bomb, over the Inferno towers, making sure that they're not being taken down all at once. And as long as he's able to, you know, keep up the majority of his miners, it's just simply too hard to stop. I really like the fact that his queen's still alive, has walked entirely around the base at this point, full health, and still has full health. So.
Yep, and the last structure to go from a 99% 1-star to an easy 11v10 dip triple.
Gotta love it. So Tommy from War and Glory getting it done. Really nice work. Let's go ahead and talk to Vincent. Vincent, are you, you're one of the last guys to hit usually for your squad. I'm sure we've got some action from you coming up a little bit later in the war. Are you feeling good about your Town Hall 11s hitting the Town Hall 10s this war?
Yeah, it's just important to keep breathing. So breathe in, breathe out. Make sure the breathe, not all the oxygen's right here, but also should just breathe normally.
I hear you.
So
I hear you.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Good luck. I can't wait to see you perform. And speaking of perform, we do have a live attack coming up here in just a second. Goreticus, are you ready to hit the main stage, my man? Are you getting pretty close?
Yeah, I'll be ready when you are.
All right, well, I'm ready right
now.
freaking now. Right now. All right, so we're putting the leader of War and Glory in the hot seat. He's headed to the stage right now. Really excited to see what he puts forth to the battlefield. Who are you going to be hitting, my friend? Garrett, who are you hitting?
He's focused on his clanmates right now.
10.
Where are you attacking?
Number 10.
Base number 10.
Base number 10. All right, so Goreticus is attacking base number 10. So this is going to be the Goreticus, the leader. Are you? There's so many. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, you guys. So we'll try to get in there as Goreticus gets going. Last minute coaching from his team right there, and obviously he's hooked up directly to them via chat on this.
Yeah, you guys see that weird earwax hanging out of his ear. It's not an accident. He's actually using those AirPods to talk to his clanmates and actually hopefully help him out with the attack. So he's going to be going live here in just a moment, waiting for that blue live button to pop up. We do see it. We're into the attack.
So we've got another dip going on, obviously. Goreticus, Town Hall 11, dropping down, trying to take out the Town Hall 10.
Check it out. We've got Iitsu defending, and this is Iitsu X. The great part about this is both of these players here live in studio.
Yeah.
So you can see some interaction here once this attack is over.
So
Iitsu goes.
No doubt interested in the outcome of this. At the same time, though, he's consulting with his teammates right now. You can see these guys on both sides are really, really intensely into this war. Good funneling right here on the outside with the bowlers and the witches and everybody else headed in towards the core.
Bowlers and witches.
That's called Woler. That's the Woler attack. I learned that this week.
Absolutely.
So there's no other name for it.
Woler. Perfect. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so pushing through the core here, we've got the bowlers still alive. We got lava pups harassing them a little bit. The queen working on those, taking them out. We've got wizards and witches still alive in the core. Bowlers and witches going around the outside of the base. Looks like the top's starting to thin out a little bit.
Yep,
King's
still
still alive.
The units on the left-hand side. The King's trying to get out. He's stuck in the wall there, and you can
Queen
see
is
at the
straight
bottom
off.
of the
This
side,
is really
though,
big.
man. Lots of stuff going on at the bottom. Bowlers still protecting witches at the bottom, and the Archer Queen.
Clutch baby dragon right there.
Yes, that's going to take down the Town Hall eventually. Archer Queen is using her ability.
Look at the timing on that ability.
There's the King.
That's good stuff right there from Goreticus. He uses the ability, takes out the enemy king, as well as the remaining defense. We've got one more key defense to take out. He's got enough to...
He walks away. He's swagging off the stage right now, guys.
He's blowing kisses to the fans. He's
well done.
Kisses to the girlfriend that he once had.
Grabbing an easy 3-star right here. I mean, how much of his attacking army is left alive right there?
That's,
maybe he
that's
didn't
impressive
swag
stuff.
any units, but he did kind of have a swagger as he walked off the stage.
I liked it, man. So Galadon getting that 3-star, another Town Hall 11 V10 3-star for War and Glory, really holding down the fort over there. Schic getting his base destroyed at Town Hall 10. Yeah. So Galadon, what did you think of the attack? Did it go to plan?
I think the attack went awesome, but the highlight was when they dip failed while I was successfully dipping. So that was pretty good. Oh
my gosh. You guys heard it here first. They knew before we did. Information being relayed in from the clan. They dip failed while he was dip succeeding. So that actually moves the score a little bit closer. War and Glory inching back into this one. Let's go ahead and check the war map and the score here to see exactly where things are at right now in this contest.
All right, so there you guys go. We see that the score is constantly changing, and even more importantly, like you said, sometimes when the score doesn't change, it's even more critical to the war. War and Glory now in the lead, 93-92, and maybe that dip fail right there is a star that's missing that otherwise the score would be tied.
Absolutely. You see the 3 stars now back to 2 is the difference there. Dark Looter still with the advantage. It's a pretty sizable advantage as well, but it's not nearly as monumental as it was before with Galadon locking down the 3-star and Dark Looters unable to succeed. So let's go ahead, check the map. We do have an attack going right now to try to secure that last 2-star on the Town Hall 11. We'll check that in just a moment. On the other side, we also see, again, the Town Hall 11 still needing that extra star on Vincent. Still have not picked that one up, but the map's starting to look a little bit better for War and Glory. We go down, look at the Schic now being taken out. We also have DDBB taken out, and then there is one more with Your Karma and Dord Jan. Both of these guys taken out by Tommy. So awesome job to War and Glory so far catching up.
And we're now in the final hour of the CWL Season 2 finals. The final 60 minutes start to count down on this war. So you guys, it's just going to get tighter than it ever has been before. You can see that it's kind of been a back and forth seesaw battle. Right now, we've got an earlier attack. This is a 10v10. Florian from Dark Looters attacking Tom from War and Glory. Both number 19 on the map.
This just went down here just a little bit ago. We're catching you up with the action. Great attack here from Florian. He's bringing 27 balloons to try to take out Tom 1038.
So loon heavy.
Look at the Valks though. Loving the attack.
5 Valkyries.
He's got a king, 5 Valks, and a jump spell, and typically you see that type of combination used to take out the Inferno Tower. Notice how that wizard on the bottom right took out the trash building. That's going to help funnel that king into, there's a jump spell. You're going to see wall breakers come down next to open up that compartment.
Here come the Valkyries as well. They're going to help take out that Tesla and the gold storage at the same time. Beautiful wall breaker drop right there, and everybody headed right towards the core.
And then the king ability is going to get them all the way in. So really good stuff. Valkyries take out the queen, and with one more swing, they do take out the Inferno. So pretty lucky to get the Inferno with that king coming over. But lucky, they don't care. 3 stars are 3-star, baby.
Exactly. Well, the Lava Hound moving in here on the left, but these other balloons over here to the right not being protected. And that could become critical later on in this attack as the 2 Lava Hounds are here on the left. And the balloons, rage spell, look at them all get grabbed by that rage spell. Good grab right there. And they're going to quickly take out that last Inferno Tower.
Very good stuff here. Florian doing a great job working his way through the base, and he makes sure to send some balloons from the top as well into the haste spell, taking out the air defense, and they're cruising around, and that heal is just beautiful.
Love that heal right there.
Man, that is awesome.
Into it. Even the balloons from the top, the balloons from all around have come to gather in the heal spell and enjoy its healing rays.
Bathe in its light.
It's absolutely beautiful.
All right, so we head into the final wizard tower. It is down, and just far too many balloons left over for the point defense.
That's a lot of balloons. And exactly, everything point defense. There's no wizard towers right here. But very quickly, you can see the balloons going down, and before you know it, they're gone. Powerbang.
This is, I'm not far too many. I'm talking
There was not as many balloons as it looked like right there. Well, it's deceiving. It's deceiving. It's kind of like miners.
And here I thought
you thought I was showing you a triple?
To hook us up. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Not everyone can be a triple. So no, this is going to be a tough 10v10 attempt, but it just doesn't quite work out. As you can see, those balloons kind of stacked there, and in comes the Lava Hound that had been sitting dormant on the far right. It's going to kind of path across the base, go take out that one archer. But that doesn't really matter because, as you can see, nothing left to get to the expo. And yeah, it's tough. Sometimes when those balloons stack up like that, it's hard to tell how many are left.
Absolutely. So really nice attack here from Florian. Just fell 3 defenses short. That's all it took was 3 more defenses. He would have been good. Man, I thought he had that one for sure. I was really confident.
It looks solid early. It's sometimes hard to tell exactly what went wrong. But, you know, I would ask the War and Glory guys, as they were able to defend against a 3, what went wrong, but they look pretty focused over there right now. They don't even know we're here.
That's right. That's okay. I'm not going to disturb them right now. So let's buzz into the War map. You heard War and Glory cheering while that was going on. Let's go ahead and show you what they were cheering about. We had a fail go down for the Dark Looters, while at the same time, notice here, Adios, Team Mystic was able to take down this this base and lock up the 2-star. So really good stuff there from War and Glory. Now the 2 stars have been on all of the Town Hall 11s. The 11s are off the board for the War and Glory guys, while Dark Looters still need to pick up one on Vincent. So things looking, you know, a little bit better, attack by attack here for War and Glory.
Yeah, you're kind of seeing War and Glory, just like we talked about, start to kind of pull things out. But I think at this point right now, we've got Iitsu. Iitsu, are you ready over there to go with your live attack?
I'm ready, yes.
Now we see why they were so chatty. They're getting ready, they're planning.
Preparations. So where are you headed here as you walk up and take the stage for us?
I'm going to hit number 10.
You're going to hit number 10.
Exactly.
All right, so you're going to be going after Tay. And let's see here. So Tay is a Town Hall 10, obviously. He's been 1-starred earlier, so scouted out. So Iitsu definitely has had a chance to see what the layout looks like, what's in the CC, traps, Teslas, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. So good luck to Eve as he is scouting the base. We're looking at Tay here for War and Glory. Iitsu focused. He's got his game face on.
He seems pretty calm right now as he gets ready to start this attack, and we'll get in there as soon as he starts going. There he goes.
There we go.
All right, so another dip.
Scouting the base, taking a look at it. We've got the Infernos both on the top side of the base. Again, Archer Towers kind of off to the bottom.
There's that quad. There's 4 earthquake spells. Like it. Quad quake. I'm not going to say Quattro Quaco. I said it. I'm sorry. Okay. So here they come on the left-hand side. You can see that path is created all the way to the core, and you might often see that in a farming raid or even a trophy raid, but here it's to try to open that path to get to the Archer Queen.
That's exactly right. Really interesting air defense placement on this one. They're in the corners of the base, that makes Lava Hound pathing really difficult. So he's going to send in the King, Grand Warden, 9 bowlers. Let's see what he has in the clan castle. Has he got more bowlers? Is he going to use a Lava Hound? It looks like a Lava Hound.
And there's a second of 4 air defenses down, so we can expect the Lava Hounds to do their best to head after those last 2 air defenses and protect the 22 balloons that we're about to see get dropped on this base.
Look at the push on this, man. He's got the King in the core. He has used the ability. Bowler's still up behind him. He's taking out
Here they come.
I mean, just look at the pathing now that's up. He's got 1 Expo that he's got to worry about in the core. The Grand Warden's firing at it, but he's going to redirect his attention to help out those balloons.
Good haste spells there, getting the balloons in from way out towards the outside of the base. Last set of balloons coming in from the bottom here. You can see the Lava Hounds have all headed towards the only remaining air defense. Another Lava Hound pops. You gotta like that.
This
you want those Lava Hounds
solid.
to pop just about.
Notice how he's saying 1 balloon.
I saw that.
Just
in case. That looks like that's going to be a swag loon. So he's got the last wizard tower going down, and that looks like about, like you said, is that about 400 balloons right there?
400 billion balloons are left up for Iitsu. Really nice hit there from Eve. He's got 1 more balloon, probably going to drop it up top on the Town Hall.
There it is.
Get that thing taken care of. Oh, there it is on the bottom right. He's using it on the storage there.
No worries. Plenty of time. 1:15 left.
Whew.
And so many balloons. They're slow, but he's got plenty of time. He's going to go over there and grab some high fives and fist bumps from his fellow looters. And another solid 3-star. Yeah, I call them looters, you know. Sometimes I call them loots. What's up, loots? What's going on, you know? WG. Call you PB.
I love it. Galadon busting out his slang.
Well, you know, whatever. But good. Again, a great attack from Iitsu at Dark Looters. And, you know, those dips, critical to pick up the 3 stars. A dip fail is a tough thing to see. But right there, Iitsu, good job, man. Did the whole attack go as planned? Was there anything that maybe didn't quite go as you had hoped?
I was a bit worried to get the enemy Archer Queen because her range was pretty far away. But luckily, everything went fine. The kill squad got really much. And the Laloon was just, it wasn't really that hard anymore.
That was great to see. I love the use of the 4 earthquake spells like that. Taking out any level wall, doesn't matter.
Scout. Get in there with the quad quake, and now you can just breathe a collective sigh of relief and wipe the brow.
I was quite nervous before the first attack, but happily it gone all right.
This is a different environment, you know, like doing it in this bright lights and cameras and, you know, billions and millions of people watching. So.
And like we said, it's the first time that we've done this center of the stage podium stuff. You're by yourself there. Everybody, you know that everybody's watching. I hate to say Chief Pat's favorite word, but there's some pressure there's definitely some pressure being applied to these guys, and they're doing a great job.
Absolutely. So let's get to the war stats. With that attack, things have changed a little bit. We've got a 1-star lead now for the Dark Looters. It's back and forth, ladies and gentlemen.
It really is.
We've got 95-94. Dark Looters out in front, 26-23 on the 3-star count. They back up to a 1-triple lead. Man, things are looking pretty good for the Dark Looters as things continue. We'll have to see exactly what's going on. So let's go ahead and check out another attack here. Let me just go ahead and cue that up.
You do that, Powerbang, as we take a look at these guys, man. Everybody focused, everybody chattering back and forth, and it's staying close. I mean, it's been like this all day. Even before we started, you could see that it was tight. And here we go with another attack, and these are a couple of number 20s. So again, 10 versus 10.
Absolutely, and another reason that the War and Glory guys may have been celebrating, we've got the water slaw for them, doing really good stuff here with the queen walk from the bottom, using those healers to keep that queen going through a big part of this base. And as you can see, he's got 29 level 3 miners cooked up, and he's going to be doing the queen walk miner attack, and he's also got 7 balloons for the backside of this base.
You told me earlier you're pretty excited to see these level 3 miners at Town Hall 10 being used so much, right?
I felt like the level 2s just weren't quite strong enough to make it into the majority of attacks, but with the level 3s being dropped down to be accessible now from Town Hall 10, it's a really smart attack if you can shape the base the right way. If you can get wizard towers taken out, you see him trying to here with the balloons, and even though he doesn't get those balloons taken out, the wizard towers have a sliver of health left. The miners will take just 1 shot on those. So they're going to start working their way in from the bottom right. You can see the king again on the outside of the base, using his ability, again, trimming the trash buildings on the outside of the base, keeping those miners focused on the interior defenses, which is what they're really, keyed in on.
A little different funnel there. You see the Archer Queen and the healers way out on the far left side of the base now. The miners in, and sometimes it's tough to tell what's left in there, but notice the double giant bombs. You've got that heal spell there, and those miners get healed right back up to full as they're right underneath the CC.
Absolutely. So, when you're scouting these bases at home and trying to figure out, what's a good base to hit for like a miner style of attack, you can see here he's got a queen walk going on the outside. Not every attack has to be a mass miner. You guys see them working the hybrid aspect of this attack, So really good stuff here on the queen. She's able to take out this whole side of the base, work her way around, and the miners themselves, if the Inferno towers are super far apart, they're going to have an area in the middle of the base where they can be healed up without, any Inferno tower fire on them. They'll be able to withstand the defensive fire.
Exactly, and you can see a couple of miners pathing in from below, from underneath that Inferno tower, and it was super close. The Archer Queen finally goes down.
He had like 3 miners left with no health, man.
Super close.
That was insane.
So like the Archer Queen expired at just about the same moment he got the last building. It was really just a couple of miners left.
That was super, super close, guys. So the Water Slog getting it done for War and Glory. That's going to be another Town Hall 10 triple for them. So looking sharp over there. Not too bad at all.
Definitely those Town Hall 10 triples, some of the most exciting attacks to watch. And these guys definitely focused right now as it's getting down to it. And you'll notice as we looked at the war score a little bit earlier, even though the Dark Looters are ahead by a star, War and Glory has more percentage done.
Absolutely. They've scattered a little bit more, so that's going to lead into a little bit of that.
Okay, now it's shifted again. We've got Dark Looters up 2 stars, and they have the destruction percentage.
Look at the total destruction, though. You can see 80.97% to 81.07. We've got 0.2% right now separating these clans as far as total
maybe
destruction.
Even 1/10. It's crazy, but let's not get into
I'm dumb.
The math. No, but anyway, so you've got 71 attacks used from both sides at the same time, and as you can see, again, it's that 3-star making the difference. Dark Looters ahead in the 3-star attacks. As we take a look at the map again, you guys, all the 9s cleared out earlier on in the war. In this 40 versus 40, we have 17 Town Hall 10s and then 5 Town Hall 11s. And that's really what we'll be looking at in the last 46 minutes of this war is what's happening as far as almost exclusively Town Hall 10 action.
That's right. We're getting close to almost all Town Hall 10 hits here in just a moment. The 11s, unless things go just majestically for these clans, wrapping things up, we're going to see mostly all Town Hall 10 attacks, which are remaining, which to me, those are the most exciting ones.
Definitely exciting. I can see why these 10s don't want to go to 11 sometimes.
For sure. We've got more live action coming up right now in studio. We've got the War and Glory guys up next. Vincent, are you ready to rip one off here?
Always ready.
Always ready. Well, head to the main stage, my friend. That podium awaits you. We got Vincent hitting which number?
Number 9, King Tim.
All right, here
man.
we go. We got a couple of in-studio foes right now as King Tim kicking back, looking kind of confident over there, but it's always fun to see when you've got the defending base here in the studio as well as the attacker.
I heard King Tim whispering some things at him in German. I'm not sure that we all understand, but Vincent is going to go try to.
Huh?
I think he's trying to get in his head. Vincent's going to go up and try to do his work here on King Tim. King Tim currently with 2 stars on his base. Earlier attacked by Tommy Boy for 54%. Vincent's going to try to just go in and take Tim off the board. Maybe toss him a casual smile as he walks away victorious, but we'll have to wait and see if that's the case. 48 miners.
48 miners. This is
good God.
The least diverse attack we've seen today. As all 48 miners, there's no kill squad here. This pretty much mass miners, spam miners.
Oh, this is mass miners at its finest here. What you see is the queen on one side, the king on the other, and they're again shaping the base. The warden goes on ground mode with the miners. They're going to go through the base. And he tries to make it through that first Inferno as quickly as possible, but the Skellies are making it a little bit difficult there. That was a rough first Inferno.
And look at those miners are so stacked up right now. This one really comes down to the placement and timing of those heal spells. As you can see, he only has 1 left, but he still has the Warden's ability. I'm guessing he's saving it for this Inferno, the far Inferno over there. It is.
This is wrecked.
Good one. That is a good ability right there to protect from that Inferno.
Look at the queen on the bottom. She's already taken out the Tesla.
She's just about to go down. She did a great job there.
This is a really good attack here from Vincent. You saw him target the side of the base that had all of the splash damage on it. He took out the Infernos early. No wizard towers left over, and he is swagging spells, my friend. Vincent with the 3-star here on King Tim. Holy cow, Vincent, you got to be happy with that, my friend. Nice work, dude.
Walk off. There it is again, another 3-star from these guys. War and Glory putting up live 3s on the board, PB.
Hey. You gotta love it. I believe that's their 4th dip for they have not failed one yet, so War and Glory still very much in this.
Looking happy.
You know, they've been confident. They're coming out, executing attacks live. Not the easiest thing to do. Been there, done that. It's hard. So very good job to the War and Glory guys. Vincent, talk to me a little bit about the attack, man. Did everything happen that you wanted to have happen there? It seemed pretty textbook. You know, spam miners, get the heroes down on the side, and then you targeted all those wizard towers very early, so there was very little danger to the
So as you saw, I dropped my queen and king on the outside. So so basically my heroes help my miners to stay inside the base, and so I can I know where I have to place my heals. It's easier to plan an attack like that.
Absolutely. That way those miners don't go all crazy and run around the outside of the base. So, hey, great job. We have brought the score a little bit closer now with that attack.
Yeah.
Vincent bringing them to within 1. War and Glory now down 95 to 96.
There it is. All right, so Dark Looters 96, War and Glory 95. Again, though, Dark Looters has a 2 3-star advantage, and the damage percentage now in War and Glory's favor by over 1%. Doesn't seem significant right now, but again, if this ends up at a tie like it could, then that's going to be what decides the champion of CWL Season 2.
Season 2 CWL champion. Really, really cool war, though. It's one of the rare wars that I've seen where pretty much the whole time it's been tied or like 1-star different.
I like
the
that.
whole war.
Yeah.
Normally it's like one, especially when you've got a primarily European clan versus an international clan. Usually it's like a huge lead one way, then a huge lead the other way, just based on time zones. But this has been really exciting, neck and neck the whole way. Let's kick it to another attack.
Let's do it. So we've got an earlier 10 versus 10. So the 11 versus 10 dips, you know, they're kind of exciting. It definitely takes skill to pull off a 3-star like that. But these are the critical attacks that make the difference in a world champion clan. Town Hall 10s going after other Town Hall 10s and trying to pull out the 3 stars. And you see we've got a bunch of golems on the ground here to start out. 3 of them, looks like.
Hey, 3 is great. 3 is company.
3 is crowd.
I'm pretty sure that's how that phrase goes. 3 is company.
In this case, it might be because Leole looks like he's got a solid attack in here, and the bowlers getting ready to path right into the core. You can see they broke through that outer wall, and then the jump spell wisely placed in, covering it looks like 6 separate enclosures with that 1 jump spell.
Absolutely. Look at these balloons coming in from the side. The haste spell leads them into the Inferno. He sends just enough balloons to drop 1 bomb, get those taken out. They end up dropping 2 because of the sweeper. Really nice job on that, and now he's pretty much got the rest of the base that he can just take advantage of at this point. No more real threat with the Infernos down and no splash damage.
Yep, it's like a ground attack and an air attack at the same time. You see how he coordinated. You've got the balloons that came in from the left-hand side. At the same time, you've got the boulders coming in from the top. They kind of merge together, become one big driving force through the rest of this base. It's a lot to keep track of in a war. I mean, these guys with their, drawing out their plans of attack and pathing that they expect to happen. And it's got to feel good when it all goes to plan like this. And you see you've got a lot of units left to grab that 3-star.
Absolutely. When you're at this point in the raid and you see your queen still has her ability up, I mean, you're like, all right, yeah, I got this. So Leole from the Dark Looters, really impressive stuff. The CC still harassing them a little bit, but with the queen, a full golem still, not even broken. And then a baby dragon still alive. You know this one's in the bag. He's got just a few seconds left on this one, and the queen's going to wrap around, finishing things up for the Dark Looters. Really clutch, taking out Yashal A and B from War and Glory. So really good stuff from the Dark Looters, again, proving that they're one of the toughest clans out there, just slaying Town Hall 10 after Town Hall 10.
There's a reason that they are the champions from last season. But I feel like if anybody can take him down after what I've seen and heard and learned this week, it's War and Glory. They're definitely prepared, and they're not lacking the confidence.
Absolutely. Let's talk to Iitsu really quickly. Iitsu, I don't mean to interrupt you for too long, but I wanted to ask you about the performance of your Town Hall 10 so far. You've been really pleased with what, kind of effort you've seen on the field so far. You've got quite a few Town Hall 10 triples. We just saw one there by Leole. What are you thinking about the performance of your clan so far at Town Hall 10?
I think the Town Hall 10s put a really, really good performance out at the moment. So 6 10 versus 10 triples is a lot, especially at that stage we are playing at. So the bases are really good. Every trap is placed really, really well thought. So 6 10 versus 10 triples are really nice.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, good answer there from Iitsu. We're going to check the stats really quickly, go through those once again. Keep you guys that are just tuning in up to date. That's why we're checking them so often. A lot of people tuning in for the first time. We see 95-96 is still the score. 26-24 on the 3-star advantage here for the Dark Looters. In addition to that, we can check the map really quickly. Let's see
and
the
there
Town
we go.
Hall
We'll
10s
take
here.
a look at the war map where you see the Town Hall 10s. You can see the 11s are the first 5, and then you've got 17 Town Hall 10s, and that is where the difference is being made right now, you guys, because there are 18 Town Hall 9s. That is from number 23 down, so we don't really need to look at those. We know every single one of those has been 3-starred. We're really looking right here to watch these 3-star attacks get filled in, whether they are dips or they are Town Hall 10 triples. But the dips also making a big difference right now. In fact, I think that was the next attack we were going to look at, is a dip from Flossy of the Dark Looters.
That's right. We had one from Flossy come in just now. There's a live one going right now, a dip on the map as well. So we'll tune into that one in just a moment. But first, we'll bring you Flossy here from the Dark Looters, getting it done. Iitsu just commenting on his guys' performance and preparation so far. This time, we're going to be seeing the dragons busted out.
I love this. I love seeing a variety of attacks like that. So this time, dragons and loons. And check it out. First use of a clone spell today, you guys. So watch for that as they get towards the core of the base. Always exciting to watch the clone spell in action.
Now, 11 balloons and 9 dragons with a clone. This seems pretty strong, and I'm really kind of curious. Is he going to clone the dragons to get another 2 of them?
I was going to ask you, does he clone the dragons or does he clone the balloons? I mean, it feels to me like your best damage output is cloning loons. I mean, that's what you almost most frequently see. In fact, I've rarely seen anybody try to clone dragons, but then how do you clone one without the other? And this is going to be a really careful clone spell placement right here. Let's watch for it.
There it is.
The balloons are in the core.
He cloned the dragons, it looks like. Look at that. 2 dragons being cloned. I can't say that I've seen dragons being cloned in a high-level war before.
I don't know. I mean, was that intentional? Maybe that's something we could find out from these guys. But the dragons doing a good job. The balloons working their way through. And as you can see, nothing left. Last splash damage goes down on the left-hand side right here. And nothing left to stop Flossy from just
I don't know, man.
annihilating
I got to
this
think
base.
that was pretty intentional. I mean,
you think so?
Clone dragons late in the base like that, having a full health dragon. It's not like that other game where you hit a clone troop once and it goes away. This is a full health dragon that the defense that's already kind of been torn down has to deal with. The momentum's already there for the offense, and I really, really like this approach here from Flossy on this base. We should probably go over and talk to them about it and see if that was the plan.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll talk to Bronx over there. Bronx, I know that most of your guys are really focused right now. We hear a lot of chatter going on over there. But this specifically, you've got another 11 dip. How are you guys doing in 11 dips today? How do you feel the pace is going right here?
Yeah, we figured out in the last 2 weeks that these dragon dips are pretty strong, especially with the clone spells. And yeah, that we are doing this. We're doing this a lot from right now.
So you have been practicing a lot lately with the clone dragon spells? For the dip?
Yeah. But we had to keep it like a mystery a bit. Yeah, but now we can work this out. Yeah.
What is happening over there? What's
I don't know.
going on? Update me as to what we're missing over here, Bronx. You guys just pick up something. You seem pretty happy.
They did.
Holy
I
cow,
almost
look
want
at
to
the
take us
score.
to it.
Look at the score right now.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of attacks.
103-95. Suddenly the Dark Looters have an 8-star advantage. They're giggling like schoolgirls over there right now. And you can see a bunch of triples posted on the board.
Absolutely. We had one from Adios, Basti, and Julius all coming in just the last minutes here while we watched that attack. We had a couple of 3-stars from the Dark Looters. We had a 2-star on Vincent. So if we go back to that war map, we can now see on the top of the board, Vincent has been taken care of, and it was by...
That was huge. That was
the narrowest of margins. You see him giggling over there like,
exactly.
I had it. I was almost
50%.
there. 50% though. Vincent, were you happy with the way your base held this war so far? I mean, 50%, it counts, but it's pretty good base.
Yeah, I honestly expected they would 11v11 me. I didn't expect them to get me with the Town of 10, but they did. So good job to them.
Some confidence about that base over there.
For sure. Well, hey, you got it done. Let's go ahead and move on. But
again,
103
attacks.
now.
3 attacks in the last 4 minutes have been executed, and we're going to keep going with the live attacks.
Let's do a live one.
Let's do it. Iitsu, are you ready over there for a live attack, sir?
Yes.
All right, so we get to see the Builder Hall 5 champion, also a member of the Season 1 Dark Looters CWL champions. This guy's all over the place, man.
And the Builder Hall 6 runner-up.
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
I got to give him credit for the runner-up.
I wasn't going to say that. Iitsu only likes to be referred to as champion.
All I do
So
is
we'll see
win.
what happens here. Iitsu definitely excited to get up there.
Yeah.
He's somebody who's been in the spotlight before many, many times.
He's one of the few that knows how to handle this type of pressure. So Iitsu, hey, which base are you going to hit?
Number 14.
Number 14, okay.
He's going after 14, all right. So he's going after Crazy Yido. And that's he has not been touched yet today. But maybe not as critical to be a wait, is this a dip?
Yeah, this is
so this is not as critical if the fresh triple dip, maybe not as exceptional as a fresh triple.
It becomes a heck of a lot more critical if it doesn't go correct.
Well, yeah, but we're not going to say that to Iitsu right now, because look at him, he's concentrated. See, he's rolling his eyes.
He's ready to rock and roll, so.
Don't make that guy angry, I'm telling you right now. Okay, here he goes.
Of course not.
He's ready.
Iitsu is going in on Crazy Yido here. He's got the dragons and balloons, and again, we see this clone spell in action, so we're going to see this again.
That's cool that we just got to see that. Now we've gotten straightened out.
Our questions have been
straightened
answered.
out because you kind of knew. You kind of said.
I felt like there was a lot of value there on a level 5 drag or a level 6 drag.
That's true.
Now.
That's a good point.
Now the max
level 6 dragons.
Yeah, that just seems weird to say, but yeah, level 6 drags now at the max level. Cloned late into the raid, man, that's impressive. So Iitsu's been trying to continue his perfect track record this season.
Yep, that's
trying
true.
to jinx him, but he has yet to fail an attack. So.
Well, there's the clone spell right there, and again, it looks like the dragons got cloned as they move in towards the center. 1 rage spell and a haste spell left. The Queen's ability, you can see her doing a great job right now. The Grand Warden has used his ability, and just 1 haste spell remaining.
Man, these dragons are just fierce.
Yeah,
so
that's
strong.
tough. That clone lasts for so
many
long
of them
these
left.
days.
And you see going into that sweeper, look at the haste spell.
Yeah.
Really
So fast.
interesting use of the haste spell. Most players opt for the rage. Iitsu here going with the haste to counteract that effect of the air sweeper.
Yep.
And notice here he's got dragons tanking for his queen. Everything looking really good. The Dark Looters are already fist bumping. There's 1 or 2 defenses left in the base. Iitsu bringing one home for the Dark Looters.
Solid right there. He makes it look so easy. I mean, you just watch this stuff and you think, man, I could do this at home. I could just throw a bunch of dragons and a clone spell down, maybe some balloons. I could 3-star base.
Well, maybe we can.
Iitsu says no, you can't.
But
it takes
pretty
practice,
good.
you guys. I mean, it's funny because you watch these attacks and it looks easy. As Iitsu walks off the stage, lets the attack roll out and grabs that 3rd star. But these guys plan these attacks, and nobody really goes out and attacks without consulting their clan and talking about what's going to happen.
Oh, no, the Builder Hut. Oh, my goodness. He's forgotten
I think he's okay. I think he's probably okay.
How dare he
He's going to go pick that up and complete the 3-star attack. So congratulations, Dark Looters, with another dip. And Iitsu, good job over there, my friend. Everything, so again, you guys using the clone spell on the dragons, huh?
Yeah, after the last update, dragons got really powerful. 10 versus 11, 11 versus 10, 10 versus 10, everywhere. So that's really nice.
All over the place. So any of those 4 setups, you guys think dragons are super powerful. And right there, you guys, coming from the CWL Season 1 champions, I would say that's a good piece of advice as we watch the replay of Iitsu collecting the fist bumps as he moves in.
I saw a sigh of relief.
I don't know.
Saw a sigh of relief.
What was that? Was that a sigh of relief or a grin of confidence?
It may have been both.
Either way, it was nice to see that work out so well for Iitsu. These guys doing a great job. The War and Glory guys have done really well as well up on the stage.
Absolutely.
I mean, just time and time again, we're seeing some really well executed attacks. And that is honestly, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's what we come to expect from these clans that, what was it, 32 clans started, and now we're down to these 2 guys who have made it, obviously have the best records, some of the best attackers in the world, and although the score is getting a little bit stretched out right now.
Yeah, it's definitely advantage Dark Looters, but again, they're hitting fresh bases right now with Town Hall 11s. We'll look at the score, and again, as Galadon said, we stretched out a little bit here. Dark Looters has pulled away to 11 stars ahead. But again, that's only 4 attacks, and the War and Glory clan's right back in it. But they now have a 5 3-star lead, 29-24 in that regard. So definitely advantage Dark Looters. War and Glory will be answering here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some attacks as well by, I believe, Maverick.
Yep, War and Glory, Maverick's attack. And yeah, so there are still some bases on the Dark Looter side, some Town Hall 10s that haven't been hit for any stars at all. So although the score looks a little bit lopsided right now, like you said, very easily, 2 attacks, 6 stars. So it can really shift very quickly, like we saw it. I mean, we were talking, 4 attacks went down and Dark Looters picked up like 7 additional stars.
Yeah, I mean, it's just as quickly as it stretched out. It can stretch back in.
And I would expect it's going to compress. We're going to see a tight one here as we watch Maverick 44, the Town Hall 10, taking on Florian earlier.
That's right, the Wizards and Heroes on the edges using that same funneling technique from earlier. That means you're going to see the Miners coming here in just a moment. The key change from this one, you see that Golem coming in.
I like it.
Just protecting the Queen as she's going to head down the outside of the wall here. So really,
where'd the Miners go? Here they come. Okay, I watched the miner count just scroll all the way down to 0 there as the miners were all coming in from the top left.
Absolutely. So here we got the King ability being used, going outside the base. And again, that's exactly what he's trying to do, keeping those miners in the core. Again, Inferno Tower being a little bit of a bugger there. The miners taking a while to get through the skellies, and then they hit a couple of bombs that, you know, really probably wasn't welcomed by Maverick, but he's getting really close here. Again, the pathing on the miners not quite so perfect as he's having to backtrack a little bit, go back for the cannon. As you see, the attack's thinning out here quite quickly as he moves into the last section.
Yep, all the heal spells down. The Queen still has her ability. The miners did a great job of pathing into those heal spells, or rather, Maverick did a great job of dropping them in the right spot, but giant bomb over there, spring traps. You can see those miners getting sprung out of the ground like a gopher getting blown up. And they're just flying through the air. I don't know where I came up with that one.
I don't know either, but it just makes me wonder about the construction of those spring traps. I don't understand it. Like how
yeah, they go on top of the grass, yet they spring a miner that's going... That's like a, I don't know, we'll call Neil deGrasse Tyson on that one, figure out the physics behind it. But again, 84%, you just have the Archer Queen left, and a little bit too much for her to try to get through right there. It's almost solid defenses, Powerbang.
Indeed it was. So looks like the Queen just a little bit too low a health here. And that is going to do it for this attack. Wraps it up. Miners unable to get through the last section here. Just that little itty bitty quadrant, 8% of the base left, but it's enough to hold him to just the 2-star here. Really close, and it looks like we have time here to show you guys the stats again.
Let's look.
Have not changed. Those of you guys just tuning in, Dark Looters, the Season 1 defending champions, trying to repeat in Season 2 as champion again. They are holding an advantage right now over War and Glory.
Yep, so it's a 40 versus 40 clan war. So we've got 80 attacks total. There's not a lot of attacks left. I'm amazed at how many attacks have clicked off the board in the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Right.
Both of these guys down, it looked like, to their last 5 to 8 attacks, you guys. So it's going to get intense. The critical triples coming in very shortly.
That's right. We're going to have them live here in studio as well. We've got some of the beast Town Hall 11s from the War and Glory side. They're going to be stepping up live to the podium, trying to even things out here in just a few.
Exactly.
But
we're not going to miss any of that exciting stuff.
No.
I mean,
first, we got to get to the replays.
that are going to still happen here in the studio, but we are going to look at some more replays as these guys are continuing to kind of strategize. They're like, we need a couple more minutes as we try to plan out exactly what we're going to do. So in that meantime, we're going to look at an earlier 10 versus 10. This is from Edgar of Dark Looters going after Jimmy of War and Glory. Our attack is underway, and you can see we've got, well, what's starting to look like a pretty typical army composition here. And the kill squad getting out there and funneling. You can see that single bowler at the top, and now the Barbarian King is moving in. The Queen went down pretty quickly.
She went down pretty quickly, was deployed pretty much by herself, though. The goal being to get one of the air defenses, possibly a second if he got lucky. Didn't get lucky, but he still has the King and bowlers heading in. And look at those trailing wall breakers there to get that second layer of walls broken. That's very impressive stuff. And
I like
even
that with the
third layer of walls broken with the wall breakers, man. So Edgar with some pro wall breaker action. It looks like he's even going to get some more with a very deep push by these bowlers in the kill squad.
Yep, they're trying to get to that Inferno Tower, and you can see it taking skip damage right there, but it's going to stay up as the bowlers kind of work their way out to the left. Underneath that Lava Hound, it's hard to see what's going on, but the air phase is starting. This base power bank, kind of the opposite of what we saw earlier. All 4 air defenses are off to one side. This time, Edgar chose to go after the ADs first.
That's right. You can see him taking those out really quickly, and it really comes down to pathing. You see on the left, he gets those air defenses taken out, and then the heal spell, you know the balloons are not going to be taken out under the power of that heal. Level 7 heal spell now, and those are super, super strong.
And no Infernos left, and I've been told somewhere that a heal spell doesn't work if a unit's being attacked by an Inferno Tower. It's just a rumor I heard.
This is true. This is true. Thank you, Galadon, for pointing that out.
You know, advanced war strategy. So,
absolutely.
No Inferno Towers left, and obviously, as you can see, looking pretty good for Edgar as it's the bane of the balloon's existence. The last Wizard Tower goes down, and in fact, the last defenses are down.
Boom. He's done. Edgar getting it done for the Dark Looters. Nice work. Taking out Jimmy for War and Glory. And again, it looks like a really, really strong attack here for the Dark Looters. Really, really good stuff, man.
Yep, so
Dark Looters
another
showcasing awesome
early
all day.
10v10. And as it counts down, Lava Hound sitting out here in the corner with the Lava Pup after it. But not going to matter. Edgar, another 3-star for Dark Looters. And that's kind of what we've been seeing all day, these 3 stars making a big difference. But again, I still anticipate, despite the fact that War and Glory is a bit behind, that this is almost by design. These guys are prepared to come back and close it in the last few minutes of the war.
Nothing like having that back against the wall, a little bit of pressure on you. Got to perform, but these guys have been doing it time and time again all season long. So that should be pretty interesting. Let's go ahead, take a look at what just happened. In the war, we had Zin taking on Leole of the Dark Looters, trying to get that 3-star. Leole getting a 3-star earlier for the Dark Looters, but now his base succumbs to the pressure of War and Glory getting that dip 3-star there. The top one just happened while we were watching that, and it looks like War and Glory has pulled a little bit closer. Now only down by 8 stars, 98, 106.
The last 2 attacks being dips in both directions there. So 106, 98, and it looks like maybe we will be looking at another attack. It looks like maybe from Tommy.
That's right, Tommy with his second attack being shown here. Tommy doing really good stuff over there for War and Glory. Kicking butt, man. He's got a 6-pack well in hand now. 6-pack being 2 3-stars, you know.
Is that right?
3 plus 3.
Oh, hey, how about that? Yeah,
you
that's
know,
pretty cool. So
nice
to see
talking
it
about something
again.
else,
So
you know what I'm saying?
we got Tommy with, again, the dip after Dord Jan there. And I'm trying to make up for the Necrobrud mispronunciation. So.
what?
Yep, okay, so anyway, so that's Tommy from War and Glory, number 1, Town Hall 11, going after the number 14, Town Hall 10 of Dark Looters, Dord Jan. Again, kill squad starting out. You can see the Barbarian King on the right-hand side, the Archer Queen moving in through that enclosure, down the center, trying to get to that Wizard Tower and the cannon. As the Barbarian King has expired on the right-hand side, the Queen is about to go down on the left, but the balloons and Lava Hound coming in from the right-hand side.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Look at the balloons. Look at the balloons. It's a beautiful balloon parade one more time, but it's not so beautiful if you're Dord Jan or the Dark Looters, as Tommy's dipping down, and it's going to take out your base for 3 stars. The first Inferno Tower goes down. Only 1 is left. Rage spells all over the place. It's mass mayhem. Look at those Lava Hounds pop like so many balloons at a county state fair. In back, look at that. The Archer Queen, although she has almost no health, there's nothing to stop her from absolutely annihilating this base, taking out structure after structure.
Look at the haste spells.
The balloons have
Holy
just
cow.
eliminated every single defense in the entire area. Archer Queen, and look at this. I mean, those are swag minions if I've ever seen them. He didn't even need to drop those. Those could have stayed home. He didn't need those.
No.
Somebody take those minions away from that guy. He's dangerous.
Look at that. Warden working on the Inferno Tower. Going to take that pleasure away from the balloons. 2 huge groups of balloons left over. Really good stuff here from Tommy. You know what? Some might say that was a spam attack, but mad respect, brother. It works. It works.
Hey,
dropping that line of balloons in there. He overran the base. I mean, this was a no-doubter for sure. War and Glory with a really impressive attack here to put up the 3 for their clan.
For sure. And I mean, oftentimes you see that. I mean, look at the overkill. When an attack goes well, it just ends up with so many spare units left like that. It's so rare that you'll see that, but it just makes it look easy. And that's where, it can be kind of misleading at home because you think, well, that's overpowered. There's no way he's going to lose that. But these guys, again, have planned this out for days and spent, I mean, some of these guys I heard were up until 4 or 5 a.m. This morning, studying bases, helping each other out. I mean, obviously, there's some time zone differences, too, which is cool to see, especially with War and Glory being an international clan. You've got players from the west coast of the United States to Australia and practically everywhere in between.
Absolutely. So we are checking out the war map right now. Again, top of the both sides here already taken care of. We've got 2 stars on all the Town Hall 11s. Town Hall 10 pictures starting to get a little bit more clear. The Dark Looters have really worked their way through the top of the board. They've got number 13 still available, number 7, and Baker has not been hit yet, the number 6 base. Other than that, things are starting to get a little bit more clear on the Dark Looters side. Over on War and Glory, this attack is just about to wrap up right now on Connecticut, and it looks like it is going to be just 2 bases left to scout here for War and Glory. But let's get off the map, and I want to put some pressure on maybe somebody to do a live attack.
Let's do it because these guys have been claiming all day this is their strength to come back like this. So, Garedicus, you ready?
Are you ready to do an attack?
Okay.
All right. He's like, who, me? It's like,
let's go, my friend. Let's see what you
put
got.
A bit of an act there. I think he knew he was planning this.
You want to tell me a troop comp to Jim real quick, and I'll just cook it up?
I'll listen to the conference from this guy. All right. He wants us to pick the army for him. But I'll tell you what, we'll let you choose the army, Garedicus, and we'll criticize you.
I was kind of leaning towards goblins and minions with a side of bowlers, but,
I want to see Go Wipe again.
Do what you do, man. Garedicus getting ready to hit which number?
18.
18? All right.
All right, so
I will stop bothering you, my friend.
After number 18, and we'll let him focus a little bit, but it does sound like a little bit of confidence there, huh?
Yeah, I admire it. I admire it.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw. He's definitely been a fun guy to be around this week. We got Smithers getting ready to hopefully receive a beatdown here.
I would think. I mean, the base has been attacked before, so no doubt a lot of these guys, what you see is chatter over there. They're not just talking about their day or what they did last night. They're obviously focused on the previous attacks, scout attacks that have happened, either failed 10v10 attempts or 9s going up and scouting out the 10s like right here.
That's right. So Garedicus bringing what looks like a predetermined army. It looks like he's got boulders and witches and golems and even maybe a few heroes that he's going to bring to the mix. Looks like the same thing as last time. Perhaps a favorite of his, double jump so far down on the field with a 3rd jump in the camps that's going to be used a little bit later on. And he's going to send these troops first at the corners to help build that funnel, and then straight into the core go the heroes, bowlers, and golems.
Yeah, I like that last jump, kind of I like to call it the exit strategy jump. It leaves those units not stranded in the core, banging on walls, trying to get out. Oftentimes, if you're going after 2 stars, you don't care about that, but you can't let those units get stuck in the core of the base and not have a way out. So you can see that jump spell over there. That's going to get them to the enclosure where the far Inferno Tower and that last expo on the top of the base is. Looks like the bowlers are going to skip their way through the expo on the far left.
This is thinning out on the left side. It looks like the Archer Tower is going to survive. Not in panic mode yet, but the Archer Queen is one of the only things remaining in the core along with the Grand Warden. She does have her ability, and it looks here like the baby dragon is doing some work.
She's got that Archer Tower down. Oh man, there's an Archer Tower all the way down at about 7 o'clock in the base, all by itself right there.
1 minute and 42 seconds though, guys, to clean this up. I think the Queen,
she's got
the way she's going, she's going to go through 2 walls, or not.
Oh boy.
Hey, she does jump over.
Okay.
This is working out. This is working out.
That jump is going to expire pretty soon. Let's see where she...
She can access everything from here, and then she's going to use the ability early to get through the wall.
A minute
and tank for the wizard.
There we go. Look at those archers go off to the spring trap. You're right. So all the structures at the top gone. Cannon, and that's it. Last
Grand Warden is down. Why is she going there? She's got to... Really? Oh my goodness, what is going to happen? Greticus
telling you,
can't
the
do anything but
Archer
watch right now.
The Archer Queen is always going to be the Archer Queen.
This is gut-wrenching.
It would not be Clash of Clans if that Archer Queen didn't do something like that. So
Oh, but he's going to get it.
through
He's
She's
going to
got
get
plenty
it.
of time. Plenty of time.
Mr. Confidence on his way back to the seat with the dominant 3-star here. But hey, it's a 3-star nonetheless.
All
Greticus
right.
getting it done in the clutch for War and Glory. Holy crap, I cannot wait to talk to him about this attack. So
Was there a moment of like, I don't know, I want to find out. It seemed like maybe right in the middle there was kind of a moment of tension.
I definitely want to know. So, Greticus, you're not getting off the hook that easy, my friend. You walked up telling me to pick your army. You went in with a pretty strong composition, and you got by. Now, how did it go? Did it freak you out a little bit when the queen started heading in the other direction through the walls?
Well, I just want to say, all to plan. I knew the stream had been a little slow up to this point, so I just went in there, livening things up a little bit, and
wow, okay.
It was in the bag the whole way. But.
I like it. Savage, dude. Savage. All right, man. Greticus with the 3-star there again, pulling War and Glory. Really, really close again. We are back over to the score.
Yeah, let's take a look and see how we're doing right here as we're
Man.
getting down into it. And it's so much fun to watch these guys so relaxed, their first appearance, and doing a great job of closing the gap. 106-103 right now, and only a 3-star attack difference advantage for Dark Looters.
Yeah, again, 2 3-stars ahead right now are the Dark Looters, 106-103. So again, this was 106-95 just a second ago, and we are back to a 3-star differential. So War and Glory very much in this. It is not by any means over, but Dark Looters still in control. Let's go ahead and move to a Dark Looters attack here. We can check out some damage that they're doing over on the other side of the map.
Yep, so just a little bit earlier, we saw Adios from Dark Looters, a Town Hall 11, dropping down, going after Albert from War and Glory, and that's exactly what we have underway. And wouldn't you know, dragons and clone spells again. It's quickly becoming a Dark Looter trademark over there.
I smell a new meta. For those of you at home that are struggling with your dips, and maybe your witches and bowlers aren't working out like you like, or you just don't like Laloon. If you like the dragons, this may be something to consider. So Dark Looters really kind of unveiling something new for the finals, something we haven't seen really before.
Even you haven't seen it a lot.
I have not seen this a lot.
Season of CWL.
A big reason for that is
exciting.
because of the new level of the clone spell that just came out here recently, as well as the new level of dragon. So with those additional hit points and firepower of the dragons, and now with the clone spell having 40 camp spaces that it clones, you can get 2 dragons from the clone instead of just the 1 and maybe 3 balloons.
Oh, this time it's balloons that get cloned right here. You can see the cloned loons in there. And
that's super good
a
too,
little difference, but they're going to do really well. It's almost like these guys make these adjustments on the fly, and depending upon the pathing, what's left, what do I want to clone, where is the haste spell, and this look
at those clone
really
balloons'
good.
health. Look at they're all full health, and no spells at all. They're going to get to the Inferno. And even if they hadn't have taken it out, they had balloons behind that, backing it up. That space was wrecked. So
and
really
you've got the Archer Queen with her ability still in hand in the final 10 seconds of this 3-star attack. And you can see the dragons from all over the place.
This
It did go down really quickly, you're right. And a solid attack from Adios, saying goodbye to Albert's base.
Whew.
Get it?
I get it.
Got it?
The pun master Galadon.
I planned that one all day.
At it again. Planning the adios goodbye. I got it.
Sayonara. See you later.
I picked up on that immediately. Sweet. Well, hey, War Map it is. War and Glory, in the meantime, has added another star, and they're pushing for more right now.
Okay.
We are sitting here, very close score, 106-104 now. They've added another 3-star.
It was a triple. It was a triple
the
somewhere.
gap is closing, guys, but again, over on the other side, we've got Dark Looters planning, and we're getting ready for a live attack in studio. Iitsu, are you getting ready here to flex your muscles again live for us?
They're focused right now. Iitsu's probably making his last discussions. You ready, Iitsu?
He's ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. The last 3-star attack that just took place was number 22, Golden Armada, which would be their bottom Town Hall 10, taking out number 11, Luca P, for 3 stars.
As we get ready for this attack, this will put the Dark Looters back in the lead, if you can believe it. It's War and Glory.
Just crazy. Right now, 107, 106.
Dip into the mix here.
11 minutes left in this war, you guys. So Iitsu, when you're ready, let me know where you're attacking.
Yeah, number 20.
He's attacking number 20, so we will scroll up and see number 20. The Waters Law has only been hit for 2 stars. As we look kind of around, you can see that there's a couple other 10s that haven't been hit for 3 yet either.
Look at
but
those
more
sunburned
significantly, 18's only been 1 star so far. Iitsu, suffering a little bit of sunburn earlier this week when they were out filming that shot on the lake, and you could see his hands are a little bit sunburned. So because it's not like Iitsu to turn red from an attack.
No.
I mean, that would happen. But here we go. Iitsu is underway, and you guys, we have less than 12 minutes left in this war. So talk about critical right here.
To 106 right now in favor of War and Glory.
I know, Dark Looters has got to pick up this triple to get the lead again. And we're going to see one more time, Dragons and Loons in a clone spell. I just want to know where the clone spell goes.
Goes on the troops, Galadon. You put it on the troops, it makes more of the troops.
Okay, Mr. Wise Guy, thank you for that.
That's what you get.
Advanced Clan War education.
Absolutely. When you do the YouTubes for the Clan Wars, those are the type of...
that's the stuff, because I mean,
that's the stuff.
I still... okay. All right, so in to come the units towards the center. Lots of stuff being attacked by other stuff, and we're waiting. The clone spell is down, and there it is.
Look at
balloons
that, a dragon
again.
and 3 loons.
Yeah, balloons again, and the dragon in behind, kind of splitting up. You can see that sweeper. Yeah.
4 loons. One of these days.
I'm not going to press you on the numbers. There's just a bunch of stuff got turned into even more stuff in the center of this base. Dragons move down left-hand side. On the right-hand side, the Archer Queen looks like she's going to get burned out by that Inferno Tower.
Nope.
It's gonna
She's
be
like,
close.
I'm bored.
She's bored?
Look at her. Look at her.
Run out of range
dancing.
and back into range through. Oh, she goes down on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you got those dragons, though. Look how many dragons.
That's a
you've
lot
got
of
left.
dragons.
That's like, is that 8? That looks like 8 dragons.
I don't know that there's
right
enough
there.
to take out what's left.
No, you don't think so?
That's just too
All right,
much
should we just go ahead
firepower.
and ask Iitsu to end the attack right now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, force close it.
All right, so looking pretty solid right here from Iitsu, despite the
Seeking
fact
air mines could
they
play a
could
factor.
not get that Inferno Tower down. There's only a couple of defenses left. Now, of course, unlike balloons, dragons are going to target the closest structure, not just defense. There goes the Inferno Tower. 96%, nothing to stop Iitsu from grabbing another star for Dark Looters right here. And there it is, another dip triple, or trip dipple. Good job, Iitsu.
Thanks.
Holy cow.
There
Guys,
it is.
100% for Iitsu. Really nice job there. And he's managed to do it. He's brought the Dark Looters level with War and Glory. We move to the score here, and it's a tight one, guys. We're 10 minutes left in the war. We are 107 to 107.
107 each.
1 3-star advantage right now for the Dark Looters, and both clans with 3 attacks left to go. We're going to get you some of those in just a moment. Got to talk to Iitsu for just a moment.
Iitsu,
you just capped
tell
off.
me a little bit about that attack if you can, man. That was a tight one last 10 minutes, but good use of the clone spell again.
Yeah, like I already said, dragons are really strong at the moment, and always when you have like so many air defenses on one side, and you get a really nice path into them, it's really nice to attack with that strategy.
All right. Well, it looks pretty easy the whole time. That's 6 stars we've seen from you live today, and good job for bringing Dark Looters tied with War and Glory in the final 10 minutes right now.
I got to give a huge shout out to Iitsu. He just capped a perfect season.
That's right.
Literally did not miss a single attack, 11v10 or 11v11 all season long, 100% hit rate. So massive congrats to him. Hopefully, though, it equates to a win for the Dark Looters if they're trying to be, victorious here.
Yeah,
That's what they want to see.
We'll see in a moment, but I think we have time, or we're going to go to one more replay, and this was a War and Glory attack.
That's right. We've got Zin. This just happened while we were attacking, so we're catching you up on what went down while Iitsu was going. We also had Zin taking on Julius here. It looks like he's bringing the bowlers and witches and trying to send those heroes right up the gut. So
yeah, a little different.
Really good stuff on the funneling there. Gets those troops into the core.
It's interesting to watch the difference in strategy from War and Glory's dips versus Dark Looters dips. I mean, Dark Looters almost exclusively now, the last 3 dips we saw was that clone spell on the dragons and the loons. War and Glory preferring to do maybe what's considered a little more conventional, this ground attack where you've got the bowlers and the witches, and there you can see the geared up cannon going down. I like that.
That's right. You had the geared up cannon doing work, trying to get those 4 shots off and hurt things, but unfortunately, couldn't hold up to the test of this army. Holy cow, this is strong. Whole ton of bowlers left over. Zin taking out Julius here. Giving War and Glory life here. Holding on to, a slim lead the Dark Looters are, but War and Glory is making it super close.
Yeah, they certainly are, and we're going to wrap up that attack as another 3-star dip. And the dips are crazy right now, you guys. We're seeing a lot of those, as that is really typically what we see in the late wars like this, is those 11s dropping down after most of the 10s have had their opportunity to try to make the 3 stars. We've got another one that just happened. Basti from Dark Looters number 3 dipping and going after a near from War and Glory.
Absolutely. So this just went down as well, pushing the score a little bit further for the Dark Looters. They're now up 3. We'll check the board in just a moment after this attack, but Basti from Dark Looters bringing the miners again. He's got wizards and heroes on the corners doing some funneling. You see the queen coming down a little bit late. She's going to walk down the side of the wall. 44 miners and then also CC miners, so 51.
That's a lot of miners. You can see them all getting dropped in there. Again, like we saw earlier today, the hero, the queen by herself, the king's got some wizard support, making sure that they funnel. And then the heal spell, look at the heal spell. Seems like it's all by itself, like that's a mistake. But as you watch, the miners are going to path into it, and the heal spell is going to be ideally placed now.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit early, but at the same time, the miners do get the benefit of the heal. They are going to heal up to full. It is out of range of the Inferno Tower, so they, you see him over there, all green bars, so it ultimately isn't going to matter too much. And he's got another heal on the field to replace it. So things looking pretty good for Basti as he's pushing through this base. A near from War and Glory really not standing much of a chance on this one.
Exactly, and you can see the heal spell on the miners about, it's going to, the Inferno Tower obviously is going to, what am I trying to say? The heal spell doesn't work on the miners as they're in the range of the Inferno Tower, but there's so many miners there, and that Inferno's only targeting 5 of them at a time. So you guys have to remember the heal spell is still appropriate right there. It is healing every other miner besides it only 5.
Absolutely. You see how many he has remaining at the end here. I mean,
yeah, it started out with 50-something.
Yeah, he'll be okay. So 50, he ends with 20. We're in good shape here. Basti getting it done for a near. So
all right,
nice job on the attack. Let's go ahead and move over to our score. We'll check that out really quickly.
It's wrapping up the war in just a few minutes, you guys. We are, what, under 10 minutes now left in this war?
Oh, yeah, we are down to the final 5.
I see a lot of chatter going on. Actually, it's kind of quiet over there.
110 to 107 right now. Dark Looters maintaining an advantage, 2 3 stars ahead. We are down to the final 4 minutes of the war. That means we got to get a live attack up to the stage here in just a moment.
Pretty shortly, because we're down to not a lot of time left.
That's right.
The Dark Looters do have a 2 3-star advantage. There you can see Dennis
Flossy
getting attached by Stitch. You can see Flossy dipped and picked up 3 on the number 1.
That's right. That's the difference right now, is that 3-star. Stitch not able to get it done against Dennis, picking up the 2-star there. That one hurts a little bit. You can see the total destruction percentage right now well into the Dark Looters' favor, 2.2% roughly in favor of the Dark Looters. So Vincent, are you about ready to head to the stage? Awesome, let's get it done. Pretty clutch attack coming up here from War and Glory. We've got Vincent, the Town Hall 11. Who are you going to be attacking?
They're number 7.
They're number 7, all right. We'll cue it up here.
Fresh dip, he says. So this is an important one right here.
3 stars on Black Tiger, who you guys have seen before on the stream.
Guys, just so you know, Dark Looters 110, War and Glory 107, and right here at stake is 3 stars. So a fresh dip, meaning no other players have attacked this base. He doesn't have any idea other than trying to guess based upon base design, right? Where are the Teslas, traps, what they're set to, that sort of thing.
That's right.
And he seems pretty relaxed right now, but this is super critical.
We're gonna catch this attack. He's gonna go live right now,
and we're going to this right now. Final 3 minutes of the war have just begun. We're just under 3 minutes. Again, Dark Looters 110. War and Glory 107, and the attack is underway.
We will try to catch this attack. We'll then go straight into another attack, see what's live at the end of this war. We're in the final 2.5 minutes here. It all comes down to this. So he starts with the miners early. He's got heroes on both the sides, it's going to look like.
I don't see
no king yet. There it comes.
Oh, the king went down kind of
pretty late on the king
deployment. That was intentional. The Archer Queen is suffering a lot of damage on the right-hand side. She has now. There goes her ability. The Bar King, actually, he was so late that he's dragged some miners towards the outside.
Miners have definitely gone to the outside here. We'll see if that's going to matter. He's got the CC, looks like under control with the poison.
Yep.
They're in the core now.
Left, so it does seem like he's doing okay. Big group of miners. There's the heal spell on these miners towards the bottom. As
that was a great heal.
Defense. That was good. And watch them use it. Look at them go back after the Tesla and
it's all about that
cannon.
Inferno on the top side right now.
Oh,
does he have enough miners to take it out with double
giant
bomb?
Heal spell. Ooh, that heal spell was too late, and all the miners that went after that Inferno Tower got taken out. And
He's got a lot
is
left,
tough.
though. A lot left. No
When
heal
you've got
spells is the question.
48 miners. No heal
One
spells
miner
left.
chipping away. He's got it down to 1/4 health left, and it looks like he's going to have enough, guys. Vincent able to clutch it out here. He's got miners at mostly full health
so
here.
many miners, and they are still in the green. You're right. So
Good stuff
job.
here. We're going to
Warren
back out.
Glory
Let's go see what
celebrating.
else is going on.
They are gonna
Nice
pick
work
up
to
3
Vincent.
stars right here, guys. That is going to tie the score temporarily at 110-110 as that wraps up, and we're in the final minute of this war, and there it is. War and Glory now ahead, 111-110, you guys.
Exactly,
They've got a
Basti.
1-star lead, and we're down to the final minute of this war.
That's right. We are.
What have you got there, Powerbang?
We are in the final little bit of the attack. We're going to try to get in. It looks like we're not able to live, but 111-110 currently. 80-78 on the attack. That's impressive. So 31-31 on the number of 3 stars. It is currently tied. Events
Dark Looter still has 2 attacks left, though. So they're down by 1 star, but they've got 2 attacks that they haven't used yet. The chatter over there by Dark Looters is just crazy right now.
So here it is.
These guys are trying to get into the final attacks.
They've got 1 star.
30 seconds.
Hog Riders are still up. Skeletons harassing them. It does look like they're going to pull out this attack.
Oh, man.
They're going to make it through, getting through the final 2 cannons.
They're
They work their way in. They're celebrating.
Dark Looters 112, Warren Glory 111 right now, you guys. The final seconds of this war are counting down, and it looks like
we're good to go here. The Hog Riders finishing up. You guys are seeing the final cleanup here of one of the final attacks of the war. Basti of the Dark Looters coming in with the clutched game-winning, war-winning attack for the Dark Looters. These guys are about to repeat as champions of the CWL Invite Division for the 2nd season in a row. Holy cow, guys. An incredible end to this one. Super, super close, and a huge, huge effort on the comeback from War and Glory. Impressive stuff. Let's go to the end war screen here. War has ended. Let's look at the final. The war results say that the Dark Looters are victorious, 113-111, and they win by a 1% margin. So really good stuff from the Dark Looters.
There you guys have it. Unbelievable last-minute attacks from both sides. War and Glory pulls out into the lead, but with the very final attacks, Dark Looters always in control, but behind at times, grab it, and they are your CWL Season 2 champions.
Great, great stuff here. Guys, congratulations once again. I feel like War and Glory deserves a big round of applause
Absolutely.
as well. So
War and Glory, good effort, you guys. Came very, very close. Amazing attacks from everybody. And just, you guys looked like you were relaxed there at the end, but it just didn't quite work out with the last couple of attacks?
We actually were very far behind, like throughout the war.
Yeah.
They had some really good 10-10 attacks. They tripled a lot. We couldn't match it, so they really deserved to win. So congrats to Dark Looters.
Very gracious of you guys, and
Great sportsmanship
congratulations.
from you
Well
guys.
fought.
So War and Glory with the gracious 2nd place. You guys were fantastic throughout the season. From personal experience, I can say you guys are one of the toughest clans out there to play. So a very deserving 2nd place in the CWL. That leads us to the champion. You guys have a cake. Have a cake. Have a cake. Why not? So 2nd place, you guys are getting it. That's the 2nd place. So what a guy. But without further ado, let's get to the 1st place clan. I got to present this golden P.E.K.K.A statue to the, I guess, 2-time champions now, the Dark Looters, winning CWL Invite. Wow. Guys, this is becoming a pretty regular occurrence. I'm very impressed with not only the performance that we saw today, I mean, super, super impressive. From the very beginning of the war, you guys executed the 9s, the 10s, the 11s. I mean, really impressive stuff. Iitsu, what did you feel was the turning point? What about your preparation led you to be so confident coming into this war?
The last 2 weeks, we had so many different strategies, trying new strategies, for example, the dragons after the update, trying different stuff with the miners, and as well in the defense, trying new stuff in the base meta as Town Hall 9, as Town Hall 10 and 11. So huge shout out to all of the guys who put so much time into it. For example, Adios, Varley, Flossy, and so on and so on. I can continue all the time. So huge thanks to all of these guys. It was really nice.
Fantastic. Congrats to the guys at home from the Dark Looters for winning. Really impressive stuff. Iitsu shouting out a whole bunch of the players, and I've talked to all of these guys here in the studio this week, and they can't give enough credit to the players at home that are putting so much time into base building, attack planning, strategy. Both clans have said the same thing, so really good stuff. I'm impressed with both clans here. Really excited with what we saw today. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to see what we have planned, for the future.
Exactly. Thank you guys again for coming. It's been fantastic spending time with both of these clans. Very gracious competitors. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys out there for watching. For Powerbang and myself, it's been a pleasure, and we will see you guys again next time.
Oh my God, this is great.
Don't do it.